them. I mean, you have infinite money anyway.
Alright. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave you two. You know the rules. You have questions you can ask. And,
yeah, so don't forget these recommendations. These are like quite important, and people have lost the war because they don't follow these recommendations. So yeah.
Yeah. That's right. Serenade and me are going to go to the commentator caster channel. So good luck to the both of you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, welcome to whatever episode this is of the Duel series. This time it features Pash versus Serbakka, both players from the Grand Strategy Gaming thing. You have Pashahlis playing Berlin, Serbakka playing as Amsterdam. And this time we didn't have to go through the rules because Serenade Co-Casting, as always, made a nice little rule guidebook, whatever thing. So that's great. Great, thank you. Thank you, Serenade.
So you don't have to say everything again.
Serenade, did you do your homework?
Do what homework?
I gave you homework.
I don't remember.
The law textbooks and stuff.
Oh, yeah, we'll do that sometime. Maybe later.
Come on,
I completely
Serenade.
forgot about that, actually. Thanks for reminding me.
Did you actually have, like,
maybe later.
Like, law friends that you can ask? Or
they
not?
Graduated already, but I don't need them. Like, I have access to all the libraries.
Jesus Christ. Alright, well, this time I can't observe, so you have to observe and check out the setup and stuff since I'm hosting this time. It's different.
I guess we'll go in 1 minute.
So I need to build my spy network. I need to get the spy guy. Military focus. I'm gonna try doing the setup perfectly as well.
Pash's setup. He's is he giving provinces to what?
Right, fine.
Okay, so he gave everything to nobility. Nice. Where's the state edicts? No state edicts yet. Guess he's gonna work on that. No, not building forts either. Interesting choice.
Right. Well, that's not that important forts, you know. Yeah, you have to give him a bit more time. He's probably doing like the province stuff one at a time.
Serbakka has nobility everywhere as well. Manpower everywhere. No advisors. Icon on. No power taken. Manpower taken.
Oh my god, did I encourage that? Good.
Let's go. Yeah, Pash still doesn't have the edicts. So no edicts yet. So he took a bit less manpower. Okay, he's also 80 influence on nobility instead of 100. So he's already 40k manpower down.
Yeah, but did he use the thing?
What?
Did he use the estate interaction?
He has no... Yeah, he used the estate interaction. That's why he's down 40k manpower. He has no icon, manpower advisor though, but level 1 only. Hasn't rivaled his opponent yet. Meanwhile, Serbakka no advisor, but has the icon. Oh, I forgot to tell them to change unit types. Oh, I can't say anything because I'm server. Tell them in all chat to remember to change their unit type in case they're retarded.
Yeah, come on, they'll remember that themselves. And if not, I want to see the battle. Alright.
Okay, so let's check out what Serbakka is doing with his country. Okay, so let's see his forts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He actually built 4 in his capital. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Interesting fort setup. How's Pash's forts going?
Alright, I'm just
Pash still not building forts. Not okay, what is he doing? What is Pash doing?
Well, there's a lot to do, unfortunately.
He has a level 1 manpower advisor. No icon. And he's missing the state edicts. So he's gonna be down a bit of manpower at the start. He hired the nobility general. But he hasn't done this. Yeah, so he's only 80 influence on nobility right now. Does he have a... Oh, wait, what? He fired his advisors. Okay. So hopefully he's gonna pick up level. Oh, he's not mill focus either. So hopefully he picks up a level 3 advisor and upgrades him because he really needs the level 5 mill advisor ASAP.
Yeah. Did he put military focus?
No mill focus. So Serbakka has level 5 discipline, not manpower. Okay, but at least it's level 5 mill focus.
Yeah.
No spy network advisor. Not spying on his opponent. How do I see whether he's spying on his opponent or not? Oh yeah, okay, he's spying on his opponent, but not counter espionaging. So yeah, but okay, and Pash isn't even spying on his opponent. So
yeah, maybe even pause a bit too quickly.
Well,
myself still doing a lot.
I mean, usually what I do is I do the normal setup and I unpause when I finish my setup. But yeah, Pash has not started building cannons yet, so he should get on it soon. I think he's still building forts. Still no forts constructed. Is he even here? Well.
What? Oh boy, my screen is black, jeez.
What?
Yeah. I have my I had my thing capturing my Civ window. Should work now. Okay, here we go. Sorry guys. Thanks, Purple. Lol. Okay. Yeah, thank you, people. Anyway, could you talk about the players? Who do you think is favored and like why or why not? Or why not? That doesn't mean anything. Why would Pasha be favored? Why would Serbakka be favored?
So I think from my experience playing with these people, Serbakka is definitely a stronger player. Like he knows more about the game in terms of theory, and he also plays a better game, I think. And he also has, like most importantly, I think he also has some ideas of his own, which is really the hallmark of a good player. Whereas Pash is not at that level yet, so I think he's like disadvantaged in this match. Also, is he like AFK or something? He's not doing anything.
I don't know.
He still hasn't built forts. Like,
is he recruiting at all?
He's not
recruiting mercs, recruiting cannons.
He's not recruiting anything.
I see Grotno is recruiting cannons. Yeah,
he's not recruiting cannons.
No, Grotno.
Yeah, but he's not Grotno. I'll go to their channel.
It's just no, but the AI didn't used to recruit cannons because they thought they didn't have the tech, but now they do. Something changed. How is that possible? Nothing changed. Like
I don't know. Anyway, oh wait, something. Okay, Pash finally did something. He built one fort. Okay, now he's building forts. A bit slow, but okay. So I guess we'll talk about Serbakka's setup first, since he's already done with that. So state edicts everywhere, nobility everywhere, yada yada. He has 100 influence on nobility, level 5 discipline advisor, icon on. So the only thing that I can say about his, oh wow, he recruited 10 generals. No, what? What is this? Okay, anyway. So yeah, so one thing that can be improved about Serbakka's setup is he should have a manpower advisor, which he doesn't have right now. He doesn't have a manpower advisor stored either. So that would be helpful if he has a manpower advisor now, because he gets more manpower per slacken. And he's already slackened once. And in terms of general role, he's also full mercs with 4 more to recruit. And he has 2 5/5 generals, so pretty good roll so far. And right now, what's his strength right now? His total strength right now is 1.1 million, so he's getting close. In 2 more years, he can slacken 1 more time, right? So that's getting close to max strength already. How many cannons does he have? He has 4 cannon stacks. Interesting, but will he find the generals for it? We shall see. Meanwhile, Pash side finally started recruiting. Where's his forts? He has 4 forts.
Wait, what?
Is this intentional? Pash has 4 forts.
Okay, I just misclicked whatever.
So Pash has 4 forts. Why?
It's the cool thing to do.
I mean, it's unnecessary. Oh, okay. So he's only building forts on the woods, right? But why is he not building forts on Potsdam?
Well, isn't there? There's definitely sufficient. You want the forts either way because they reduce war score by a little bit.
They reduce war score and they give army tradition, right? So you always want the max number of forts no matter what. So I'm not sure why Pash only has 4 forts. Granted, and also like he should definitely have a fort in Magdeburg, otherwise he's gonna have a hole, right? In like so this fort setup super holy. If you lose one fort, you lose the war, right? Like
yeah.
See his fort setup, by the way. You can check his fort
there's
setup.
the map mode, right? But I don't know if you can see it when it's constructing.
You can see when it's not when it's constructing.
No,
you have to click the provinces. You have to click the provinces, and then you'll see him building it. Anyway, about his army, he's making
false. Yeah, that's
3
a good
cannon
one.
stacks.
No and calm.
So Pash has 3 cannon stacks right now. He doesn't seem to be building more. He rolled some generals, like a recruitment, but his maxman. Okay, wait, did he turn on the edict? Okay, he has edicts on. Nice. So he has edict, icon, manpower advisor. So that's almost perfect right now.
Yeah, he did things a bit slower, but still fine. Is what you're saying.
So he has 6 fire general. That's his only good guy. He has his 4-5, but like these are his only 2 generals. That's better than default 4-4s. So a lot more to work with here, but he can hire another 5 more, and also he needs to delete this ruler, delete this general, since this guy is over his general limit. He's losing mill points because of it. Yeah.
Are they embargoing, insulting, anything like that?
So they embargoed everyone. So Pash insulted too early. You're supposed to insult when the war starts.
People really like doing that, apparently. About prestige, did they take?
Serbakka also insulted too early.
Yeah.
So Pash is up 5 prestige, I presume, because Serbakka took something from the other estates.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. So Serbakka has 1.1, like we said, 1.1 million, and he will be able to slacken one more time. So that's pretty much peak strength already. He has 4 more mercs to build, but I guess it's not a huge deal. So Serbakka has a way to sort his army, right? All his mercs are 41, and his manpower is 40.
Yeah, it's what Monkey Man was talking about at some point.
So usually, I usually do 50 for mercs, since it doesn't really matter. Like it's just something that you want to do to separate your mercs from manpower. Oh yeah, the other thing is templates. So Serbakka has no templates.
No, that's a bug. You just don't see it.
Okay, so observers can't see the templates. That's sad.
Yeah.
It would actually be quite interesting to see what templates they're using.
Okay, soon I can infiltrate. That'll be useful.
Yep. So Pash still no troops on the field. He's not built his mercs. 333 mercs to go. So what's Pash's total strength? Pash's total strength now is 1.1 million. Okay, so they're actually quite evenly matched here. I'm missing something here. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. So Serbakka is up mill power generation. So Serbakka has a mill power advantage, approximately 40 plus 1 per month. And this is gonna start compounding. So the reason why Serbakka has a mill power advantage right now is because, first of all, Pash is 6 out of 5 generals. So he's bleeding mill power every month for no reason. One of these generals is a 2-4, so there's no reason to have him recruited at all. The other thing is that he has 80 influence on nobility, so he took 50 less mill power than Serbakka did. So he's already down mill power in this regard. But we will see if it actually makes or breaks the war. Where's his forts though? Okay, he's finally building a fort, but he's building a fort on the front line, so can you tell him not to build a fort in Brunswick, because he clearly did not read the rules. Brunswick and Bamberg. Like, just tell him no forts in Brunswick and Bamberg. Pash. Like, I mean, like clearly he hasn't read the rules or something.
Which Brunswick is Serbakka.
No.
Yeah.
Brunswick and Bamberg. Also, it's too late to build forts now, right? These aren't gonna finish.
Yeah, these are not gonna finish, so it's even better for him that they don't finish.
Bamberg.
Alright, I can infiltrate, that's most important.
Okay, so I can already see here that Pash is gonna get fucked real hard.
So, what is Pash doing? He has no mana.
Yeah, so the problem with Pash here is he has 400k manpower in the bank, yeah? And 333 mercs more to go. Problem, war is in 4 months, yeah? The war comes in 4 months. So you cannot be unprepared for war when war is going to be declared in 4 months. He also has no forts, right? So he's just going to get rolled over. Like, where are forts? So yeah, like, he needs a lot more men. And
yeah, he's not at all ready.
Yeah, so he should know this though. Like
he used manpower, like he exchanged leaders for manpower.
He did that once, but he's 300 mil power now, so he needs to do it again. And then he has perfect setup, like 1.3 million men. But he needs to recruit all his men. Like he's not merking up yet, even though war's in 3 months. Come on, Pash. Like so, Serbakka is basically ready. Also, Serbakka has 1.1 mil, 150 in the bank. Serbakka has 2 professionalism, so he probably wants to use these.
Do they have?
I think he doesn't notice. So Serbakka doesn't notice that he has 2 professionalism left. Holy shit.
Do they have a discipline advisor to hire?
Yeah, so Serbakka has it already. Pash has it prepped, I think. Yeah, Pash has it prepped.
Without that would be pretty big.
So we're gonna talk about Serbakka a bit more here. First thing, he has 2 professionalism. You don't want to waste it. So you want to like hire 5 at a time. And Serbakka has excellent generals, like really good generals. He has 6'3", 5'5", 5'5", 5'6". So it's gonna be really hard for Pash to match that kind of general quality. Pash has 6'3", 4'5", 4'4", and that's all. He has mill points, but he's not spending them. He's still not merking. I don't know what he's doing.
He still hasn't merked, yeah. That's what it looks like. That's just crazy. He realizes he has 500k, so there's no way he can bankrupt. Looks like Pash will remain in Berlin. Well, as from the looks of it, yeah. So actually, the war is going to be declared in 15 days, like, and you want that. You want to be the one to declare the war. Pash not already.
He has nothing. Is he even here? Like, I feel like he's AFKing the entire time because he's not doing anything. He built universities all over, but that's hardly the most important thing to do right now.
Right. Check whoever attacks, and also check their policies, like most important edict policies and discipline advisor.
Yeah. So we're gonna look at
and a moral advisor.
These things. So Serbakka's grouping his vanguards now. Yeah, and none of them are declaring yet, so they should probably declare. Like, Pash still not merking. Pash still not merking. He has 350k troops. Let me check if he's here real quick.
Why doesn't the other guy attack though? Like if he attacks, he can instantly like take a massive advantage. Okay, I'll also send message to Pash just in case. Wait, what? Nobility sees power second time?
Oh my god. Did you? Okay, you didn't hear that, which is good.
No.
So I told Pash, you know, war is coming anytime, right? And Pash is like, I see no oh, there's the war. I see no reason to get mercs before the war starts.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yikes, indeed.
Serbakka, no policies.
All right, so it looks like it's gonna be easy for
no policies.
Serbakka.
I mean, Serbakka needs to also know that Pash has no forts, right? So okay, so let's look at Pash right now. He's full merc, but he has 480k manpower in the bank, 375 mil power right now. Not what you want to be. He's still bleeding mil power because of this guy. And did he change the advisor? Good, he changed the advisor. No policies on either side yet. Both sides have icons. So no policies from either side. No infiltrate from either side because reasons. But the thing here is Serbakka is not really pushing aggressively because he doesn't know that Pash isn't ready. So that's the interesting thing about this setup. Like when you have a huge lead in setup, you don't really know that your opponent has only 600k men, right? Until you infiltrate. But the thing here is that Serbakka should see these forts that are being constructed, right, in Bremen.
Yeah.
So he needs to plan to step on it on 20 August. So he takes over the fort immediately.
Bremen fort. Regardless, a pretty bad fort in my opinion, but...
I guess. What's the war goal?
But yeah, he definitely should see that. Try and land on it. Or if he sees it rising up, instantly take it, assault it.
Yep. Okay, so...
I guess you don't even have to if you really arrive the same month.
Still no policies. Like, Pash still no policies, whereas Serbakka has full policies. The thing here about Pash is that he doesn't have forts to fight in.
No, definitely not. So how many troops does each side have?
So Pash has 685 plus 475 manpower, which is not what you want, by the way, at the start.
No. Well, even if he had recruited those men, he's still lacking some 200 or something.
He's down one slacker.
Like I have 1.3 million.
You should have 1.3 million. Serbakka has 1.2 million and 100k manpower. Yeah. So Pash needs to recruit his manpower. That's the first thing, and he needs policies. He still has no policies. So I guess now he has turning on policies, but he's banking mill points. Not sure why. I guess he needs to. Yeah, okay, so he needs to roll generals desperately. Like, he should see that Serbakka has much better generals. Like, much better generals.
6-3, 5-5, 6-3, 5-6, 5-5. Well, yes, the best general both sides is about equal, right?
Well, yes, but
one does maneuver.
2 5-5s. Serbakka has 2 5-5s and a 5-6, right? And Pash only has a 6-3 and a 4-5.
How close is Serbakka to infiltrating? Or does he even have the points?
He got caught. His spy got caught.
Okay.
So it's not happening.
Like if he saw this, he could definitely push and finish the war quickly.
Yeah.
Now we'll see what Bash tries to do. He also has a cannon disadvantage. So if you're Serbakka, you want to advance like slowly, just one province at a time.
Like you have 4 cannons, right? So you don't be afraid to advance.
But he keeps a good position where he's going to have a long-term manpower advantage.
Yeah, that's true. But
okay, he's moving his reinforcements first before advancing the vanguards. Though one of his vanguards does not have force march. But see, this is
first. Same day. So Pash gets there first.
Oh yeah,
but look at
there's a moral difference, right? Yeah, there is.
Pash is down moral. Why is Pash?
Does he not have nobility?
Oh, his estate hasn't fired yet.
Okay.
So Pash taking double offensive battles.
Okay, triple fights at the same time. That makes little sense because Pash is not ready to reinforce, whereas Serbakka actually first moved the reinforcements, like you're always talking about, and thus he's obviously gonna win every single battle.
Yep, exactly. And look at Pash; he's not ready to reinforce at all, right?
So actually, good play from Serbakka so far.
Yep, I think he's doing quite well. Like this advance was quite good because his reinforcements started moving the same time as his vanguards. So now we'll just look at how he manages his stuff after this battle.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay, he doesn't know this Pash stack buff him because he could wipe that easily. Pash needs to get out of there.
He's not consolidating, which would be nice. But
who? Serbakka, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah. And what's Pash doing?
He also needs to remove his force march.
Yeah. So
okay, he's finally noticing this, so that's gonna be a wipe, right? Yeah.
Probably wiping.
Yeah, boy.
0 in shock though. No, still wiping. I think.
Yeah, it's still gonna be a wipe. No, there's no way.
Yeah, or okay, he rolls. No, yeah, he doesn't wipe because the fire roll was not too good.
I think there was the bug active where you just randomly take no damage.
Deal no damage.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, I think that should be wipe. But I mean, okay, so now what's the bug
should have been
probably to assault Poland. So I think Pash should have alarm bells ringing right now. He has full manpower, but full manpower is not gonna save you against this if he has no troops. Like he has 670 troops in the field, right, and full manpower, and that's not good enough. Clearly.
I mean, he got pretty lucky. He saved his cannon stack, but where is his third cannon stack now?
Well, cannon stack isn't gonna save you in this position, I think.
No, but if he only had 2 cannon stacks, okay, his first cannon stack is still up there. He's just not sending it. I think what we can see is Pash tactically is pretty bad. Like, it's not much to say, but like I'm not surprised looking at the stream. Like he doesn't.
Well, okay. So let's talk about that one big engagement, right? Oh, Pash stabs at from +2 to +3. Never lucky. So what was Pash's tactic in that engagement? It was basically I will attack you, and that's not really a good tactic when you're down troops.
No,
he's still not recruiting his men. Like he has 475k manpower. He needs to like build so many more troops right now. He has 685. That's not nearly enough.
He needs to move this thing.
He's using conform to template, which is something we need to talk about. That's not the right way to reinforce. Like you see, Serbakka's not even assaulting because he doesn't need to. Like Pash is so slow with this regrouping that he doesn't need to assault. He's gonna take 2 forts before Pash is ready.
Oh, like 2 forts? He already took a fort? No.
He's gonna.
Oh no, he's sitting on Vochtman.
Yeah.
Even though that's a hill fort. Oh my god, 43%.
Yeah, there we go.
Like someone is giving you the possibility of taking a hill spell.
Also, Anhalt has 1,000 garrison. He didn't notice it, but Anhalt had 1,000 garrison. Is this army trapped now? That would be cancer. This army is actually trapped. But I think
the Vochtland army.
No, not Fallen. The Leipzig army. Okay, no, he can't move.
No. Why would it?
Well, the thing here is, so he got 2 forts before Pash even reacted, and if he was paying attention, Anhalt has 2,000 garrison, he could have assaulted it instantly, so basically Pash gave up 3 forts for nothing. Pash still has 400k manpower, he needs to recruit these guys.
I'm pretty sure that, like, the way it's playing out, Serbakka can just assault any fort and Pash not reacting in time.
Serbakka can stand on it. He doesn't even need to assault, because he has so many more troops. Also, how many forts does Pash have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's correct now. But yeah, like... oh boy. Okay, let's see whether Pash is creative with his cannons, because his opponent does not have infiltrate administration. So if he's creative with his cannons, he can make something happen. Like, for example, Serbakka has 80k infantry down here in Bamberg. Very easily attacked if Pash would take advantage of it. But, okay, this battle makes sense. But where are the reinforcements?
Wait. Why don't know? He's attacking. Okay, yeah, but it's defensive fight for him, so it makes sense. But his troops are not at all ready to reinforce.
Where are the reinforcements? Come on, Pash.
He also attacks with the current general, but like this needs to move way before everything needs to go. He's moving one at a time. He's taking a second battle of Vochtman, which is a terrible idea.
This is not what you want to do. Also,
they can -2, in fact, so there's -2 and defensive malice.
It's basically never gonna be good.
The cannon's gonna break here.
Right? Oh, barely made it. Polestar needs to go again. He's like cutting it way too close here.
His cannons didn't break somehow.
Yeah. I mean, he cut it super close.
And he's taking that third battle in Brunswick, right? Which is again a bad fight.
Is, again, a bad idea. Yeah.
Like, it's a bad idea because his general is way worse. It's a bad idea because it's -1. It's a bad idea because it's an offensive fight.
It's an offensive fight, yeah. So let's talk about what Pash is doing here. He's focusing too much on tactics, right? Oh, these guys are dead too. So what Pash is doing is, I'm just gonna attack my enemy with my entire army, and I hope he's not ready, and I will kill them in pieces, right? Oh wow, that's
come on, lame. Pash. Like, what the hell?
That's kind of lame. Okay, so let me just so let's just talk about those 2 engagements. Both of them, Serbakka is basically saying, "Come at me, bro. I got 1.2 million men, right?
Rage
what are you
quit,
do? Right? So that's basically what Serbakka is saying.
Yeah.
And then what Pash is doing is, I'm gonna slam you with my entire army, even though I can see that you have like at least 300k more troops than me. And like these are not even good battles. These are, well, the first one, those are bad. He just basically slams the entire army. This one, these battles are bad. He just basically slams his entire army. So,
that rage quit's like, okay. Anywho.
But the thing is, okay, so Pash played it pretty bad tactically. Well, it would have worked against the player, which is terrible. But the most basic mistake I see here is that he's still at manpower cap. Would you believe it? 2 battles into the war, you're still capped on manpower.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go to... Okay, we have everyone in the general chat, but let's just go there.
You want to talk about
Yo.
Oh boy.
Pasha isn't responding anymore.
Yeah, rage quit.
I just wanted to tell him that he had 460k manpower in the bank, and you know.
Like when you said he didn't raise any mercs, right?
Okay, but okay, Serbakka, right here, Serbakka, I'm your biggest fan. What was it like to just demolish Pash?
Anyway,
look at this screenshot.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to. I think Serbakka did pretty much everything right? Yeah, pretty much.
I think Serbakka didn't really. Okay, so it's gonna be quite awkward because you're only gonna get nitpicked for ridiculous stuff, but we're still gonna nitpick anyway.
That's fine.
So the only thing that you did wrongly, in my opinion, was that you started off with a discipline advisor.
Yeah, I didn't. The thing is, I didn't see a force limiter or manpower at first, so I just didn't want to fuck with it. There was too much other shit to micro.
Sure. Yeah, I know it is minor, but that's literally the only thing that I'm nitpicking about in your country right now.
I was kind of disappointed when I didn't get the force limit, but.
So the other minor thing that maybe you could have done better is your how you manage your armies after the battle. Like basically, you just send them away for them to reinforce. The
thing is, I noticed that he actually didn't have that many troops, so I wanted to.
He has nothing. Basically, he has half the troops.
I just wanted to keep pushing. I didn't want to waste time on stopping and.
Sure.
No, you didn't need to. If you had infiltrate, you could. If I see this and I have infiltrate, I just instantly push and assault everything after one battle.
He knocked me out at 25, so I was kind of disappointed, but.
Yeah, it's too bad.
No, my issue was a lot of my stacks didn't have full morale.
That's
because force march, right?
You force march before taking policies.
Yeah.
I think generally you only want force march on your can stacks and not on the other ones because it's too micro intensive to remove force march from the other ones.
Yeah.
After
I was removing it and adding it when I was sitting there doing nothing for the sieges, but
if you reinforce correctly. And the way you were doing it, which was really good, you were moving first your reinforcement stack. That way, every time you took a battle, you had your reinforcement stack in prime position. You don't need force march to arrive on time. You're just going to arrive on time. Sometimes you activate it if you see that you might make it too late. But the way you were playing it tactically was impeccable, so you don't need force march.
So basically, in terms of tactics, I think Serbakka did basically everything right. You advance your front line, your reinforcements follow, and then when you get attacked, you're always in position. Basically, that was good. The only thing that maybe can be improved on is push a little more adventurously, but it's okay to be wary about Fog of War because as you saw what happened, if you arrive on the same day, you're the attacker because Berlin is tag number 0 and Amsterdam is 1.
The only adventurous siege I did was the one on Anhalt because I couldn't reinforce that one directly, so I had to walk through another one of my stacks that he could have used a vanguard on, but that wasn't an issue.
He tried it later, but he didn't have enough troops.
Yeah, if he had enough troops, he would have made something there. But if he had enough troops, I wouldn't have done it.
So we'll talk about Pash now because Serbakka basically did everything right. And is Pash here because he's the one who needs to listen to this?
He might have rage quit.
Can I just point something out? When did we start hiring mercs?
Way too late.
When the war started.
Yeah, because you said where are your mercs, and then I just started moving my troops.
He started. Oh yeah, that's the other thing that I said. You should always be ready for war on 20th January because you want to be the one to declare for 2 reasons. First of all, you set the war goal, and you always want to put the war goal on Nassau, right? You don't want him to put the war goal on Ansbach. So you always want to declare and put the war goal on Nassau. And then the other thing is declaring war on your rival gives you 10 power protection. So 1 morale, why not have it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, and Pash was AFK at the start. I don't know what he was doing. He built 4 forts, and then he has no mercs for the entire time, and
I wasn't AFK, you fucking retard.
Welcome, Pash. Pash, right here, Pash, right here for an interview. Come on, right here. So explain to me. When did you know all was lost? Explain.
A couple days ago.
You should co-host the next one.
Yeah.
Be the commentator. No kappa.
We should do Boo versus me.
Buddha and Maxo should be the commentators next time.
Yes. It's just gonna be him.
I mean, that's fine. You guys can commentate while I play the game.
No, we need a GSG commentator group, and then we need a fucking EPP commentator group, and they compete for the.
I refuse. We cannot have that be the names. That would just shame GSG.
Yeah, okay, Milif group.
True. Yeah, we need Milif groups having a.
Sure, we need the horse
commentator.
Milif commentators. Milif
Okay, so how many of you are watching the stream? Is that everyone? Simon, are you watching this stream?
I'm not watching, but I watched during the actual fight. Or not really fight, the massacre, more like.
So Serbakka, in an interview a couple days ago, you expressed your worry about how you might choke.
Like, I have nothing to gain from this. Like, absolutely zero.
Yeah, like
I was worried.
He is right about that.
Like,
Okay, so-
sending the insult too early, like,
True.
what an amateur.
Yeah, I mean,
I actually didn't even send it, did I?
You insulted immediately, which is like
Oh, okay,
a
yeah,
small
You're
mistake.
supposed to
Like,
insult
I mean,
more.
you lost 0.5 morale. What a scrub, right?
Exactly,
It's
that's
a
what I'm
lot.
saying.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, 0.5% morale. What a scrub. Anyway, so I guess let's talk about Pash.
Yeah, there's too many people in here. You guys are not nice.
I'm gonna tune into your stream though and listen to this.
No, but okay. So I think for Pash, first of all, use your manpower. You need to be strong at the start. If you don't have the man to fight, you're just gonna be insta wiped, insta lose the war. That's why you need to not be greedy. Like, this is why I wrote in the guide. Certainly wrote in the guide not to be greedy when it comes to war. You need to be as strong as possible at the start of the war. And never greed out, never not build mercs, never not build manpower. You just keep a minimum amount of manpower you need to not take attrition on your cans, effectively. The second thing is, you don't take offensive fights unless you have to, or unless it really helps you win more than taking a defensive fight.
He's not identifying the right battles to take, and his tactic of full frontal assault is probably one of the worst tactics of all time. Like, maybe we should compile a list of tactics and rank them.
The worst trade deals in the history of trade.
Like, the worst tactic of all time is to attack the enemy in woods. Like, or okay, I guess mountain across street is the worst.
Mountain across river landing from a boat.
Yeah. No, there's no river landing from a boat, but mountain across the street is the worst, yeah.
In CK2, when half your morale is gone because you were on a boat.
Anyway. So I think that's pretty much all that I can say about Pash.
No. He also is very important. He also needs to first set his reinforcements in position before taking a fight, because he was never in position to reinforce any of his fights except one fight.
I disagree. He was in position. He was in position to reinforce. He just didn't do it. And I think part of the reason why he didn't do it was because he was trying too hard to be exactly on time. That's my feeling. Like, he's trying too hard to be exactly on the dot, whereas it is functionally impossible to do that. So he was kind of in position to reinforce. Like, he could have reinforced everything, but he was trying too hard to be perfect.
The thing about that though is, like, if you don't have enough troops, right? If you're down like 300,000 troops, 400,000 troops, you have to be perfect on reinforcements. If you
exactly. But he's not down. He has the troops. He just not recruited them.
Yeah. That's what I mean though. Like, if you don't have troops in the field, you have to be perfect. Or like, it's
even if he's perfect, he's not winning that.
No, because you're gonna mess up other things by trying to be picture perfect about almost irrelevant.
Even if he takes the best battles, you need to fuck up big time and squeeze out half your army for him to win.
Yeah.
Speaking of, Serbakka also like retreated accidentally with a troop, I think.
I didn't notice that. He didn't do that. No, he was trying to reinforce the other battle. I saw that.
I was reinforcing the other battle and they just walked through.
Yeah, it happened.
And they reinforced.
Yeah, like they reinforce and then they run 12 days later and reinforce the other battle. Like, what the fuck?
That's a huge mistake.
Alright, but what are we gonna do?
So now we're gonna find a 2v1 versus Distinct?
Well, I don't know. It depends. Like, I feel Serbakka played sufficiently well that he can probably like beat me in a 1v1. So maybe we can just play it the 1v1. Or we can play the 2v1.
Serbakka, if you can beat Distinct, we need to do a proper 1v1 though. Not the practice matches we've been doing.
Or Serbakka, you can play Ozzy if you want. Like, we can do something because that ended in like 10 minutes.
Like, I'm down for it now, to be honest. If you are.
All right, Boot, are you ready? We're going in.
Like, I'm playing on Amsterdam though.
Like, for me, it's it's fine. I can play. No. I cannot play. I can play a 1v1. I can play a 1v2. I set up the 1v2.
Well, you're just gonna watch two other people 1v1.
Okay, that's fine too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, can we? I'm actually like I'm not gonna do another one today. Actually.
What?
Who?
Like,
okay.
Come on, dude.
What a dodge.
What a dodge, indeed.
You're afraid, Serbakka?
I'm not afraid. I actually am tingling, man, because I was so afraid of losing.
You're so afraid of losing. Yeah.
Like, you had nothing to worry about, dude.
Wait. Like, that's fine to say in hindsight, yeah. But if I lose, like, I actually have to leave all servers.
Cernid actually said it the best. Like, when you siege the fort, you didn't have to assault, you could siege it because Pash uses so much time to reorganize because he clicks so slowly, which we noticed on Saturday.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
we also did the other thing.
I was watching Pash's YouTube and he was clicking so slow it was infuriating.
He's also what do you call that? He's also he's using conform to templates to reinforce, and you never want to do that. It's way too slow.
To reset and stuff. Yeah.
So
Alright,
who wants to do a
so
1v1?
what are we doing?
I had to consolidate one stack.
Like, I'm down to do a 1v1 now. Come on.
Oh my fucking god.
I guess I'm down, although I'm not at my peak performance right now.
Okay.
So either two people can challenge each other, or two slightly worse people can challenge Distinct. Or
Right,
we can
passion
boot
boot.
or something.
Passion boot on
Boot and Pash. Yeah.
No, like, I won't boot Maxo versus Distinct.
True. No, true.
Like the 2v1 has a pretty big advantage for the two countries. They have they have hundreds,
The
50
other
more
side has boots,
mercs.
so you have a pretty huge advantage.
Actually, 100 more
Do
mercs.
better in a 1v1.
Okay, so
Like, this is fair. This is actually
No,
fair.
it's actually not fair though. Like it's not fair at all.
It's not fair. He's only
So, like,
there's only two of them.
Boot
like
like
two
Maxo
toddlers.
versus Distinct is actually worse than Maxo versus Distinct, right? Like,
No. Hear me out though. What about Wizard and Maxo?
Wizard and Maxo versus Distinct. I think that would actually be quite interesting. Yeah.
I think that's.
Is Meme here? Is Meme here?
Feels bad.
We need to make like 4v1 scenario.
Sad.
Like I don't know. The thing is, there's a lot of shit to do early game. Yeah, and I don't know if Maxo doesn't know. Yeah,
I'll just tell them. Like I'll just tell them.
I mean,
You can
Maxo,
have
what's your
Serenade in the chat as well, but then I'm gonna be all alone.
No.
Just
I'm not gonna shout call for them. No, I'm not gonna shout call for them. That wouldn't be interesting because the interesting part about 2v1 is learning your tactical mistakes, and there's nothing interesting if I'm telling you don't attack that or attack
Oh
that.
boy, I'm gonna be
That's
so
boring.
rusty. It feels bad. But this is why we play. This is why we play.
So what match is actually happening?
So the actual match is already over. Pash, you should listen to the thing. I'm not saying it again. And now we're gonna have a 2v1 versus Distinct, or 1v1 if two people want to challenge each other. Otherwise, two people can play against Distinct.
I'm down for a 1v1 against anyone.
Like,
to be.
where's Meme though? Because I want him and Boot to have a 1v1 here. In preparation.
I
want Meme to 1v1 Wizard actually.
Meme is good playing.
But Wizard plays tomorrow, right? Or wait, did I?
No,
I know it's Peter.
I scheduled that, but like we didn't have, like they didn't really have
Best
time
duels. The best duels were the ones I was playing versus Jones, basically. Anyway.
Meme is busy playing Endless Legend right now.
He would leave it if I yelled at him.
Meme leaving. So the top 1v1s that I want to see are Meme versus Wizard. Otherwise, Meme plus Wizard versus Distinct will also be quite interesting.
I think Root plus anyone versus Distinct.
If you guys think Pash clicks slowly, you haven't watched me yet.
I don't
understand
how.
It's okay to click slowly. I click slowly too.
It's okay to click slowly if you know what you're doing, because I feel like
you just need you don't need StarCraft APM to play EU4.
They're actually clicking.
No, when you guys
they are not using the Enter key.
Yeah, when you guys imagine slowly. Yeah, you don't know what Pash does when he does slow. Like it's.
Wait, we actually have enough people here for a 6v6. What the fuck?
Do it.
Maybe we should do that. We play a 3 versus 3.
Let's play a 6v6.
Yeah, we don't have a 6v6,
Alright,
so we can play on the map a 3v3.
Distinct, Serenade, Simon, me, and Serbakka versus 6 others, right?
Wait, what?
No.
Feels
good.
bad.
We want Pashahlis.
Like, I'd be down.
Meme didn't want to quit in the Legend.
I'm not gonna carry your ass, Ozzy.
Dude, have you done a tournament match yet?
Have you?
Yes, I have. I'm not
Versus
gonna say
Right,
it's not that impressive, but I have.
Like,
don't be salty, Pash.
Okay, well,
like well, the most important thing is to improve when you do something. Like it's like this attitude is really not gonna help you to improve.
Like no one's been
What's that?
BM, so I don't understand why he's salty.
Yeah.
Well, like if you lose, you should just think about why you lost and try to improve. Like don't think of it like don't be mad or anything. It's not shameful to lose. It happens to everyone.
Exactly.
You need to take it as an opportunity to learn the game and get better.
Right. Imagine if you look at all my games that are recorded, you'll see that I actually have a very bad win record. I still consider one of the best players.
The other thing is that
I'm about to do something stupid, but distinct. You want to 1v1?
Sure.
Okay.
I posted already. It's like I'm waiting on which save to load because it's a different save, the 2v1 or the 1v1.
I'm gonna claim Amsterdam though.
Sure. You shouldn't worry. Like it's not like I have magic powers, and I'm pretty bad at micro in almost all games. So
I barely played any games with you and seen any of your games. So I don't actually know how good you are, except for reputation. So.
Okay, so
and your reputation is good.
This thing.
My reputation is good.
I guess that's like, I don't know. I'm actually somewhat, I don't know. I'm actually somewhat disappointed that it's not meme plus wizard.
I would love to see that though.
You know what else? Okay, so I'm loading up.
I scheduled that actually, but Wizard was too anxious to play it, unfortunately.
Okay, but why not Max versus Wizard though?
EU4 anxiety. Okay.
Like there's bad blood there too.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. When I started playing EU4 multiplayer, I also had quite a bit of multiplayer anxiety.
Yeah, it's something everyone has to get over.
Yeah, and then I stopped caring and stopped deploying.
That's because.
Oh, it's Monkey Man. Okay.
Like, actually the worst player.
Like you're not actually the worst player though, and you say that a lot, but that's just.
You're distinct. I think you have to accept my friend invite.
Oh. I thought it was Monkey Man that was challenging me, but I guess not.
He's just observing.
Random observers.
I mean, we can also 2v2 or something, I don't know.
We can observe though in the game, yeah?
Sure. Yeah, just join the game and observe, I guess.
Ooh, can I?
I'm just gonna observe.
I mean, everyone can do that if you want.
Okay,
the thing we need is not to clog up the streaming channel with too much things, except for the post-game banter, I guess that doesn't really matter.
What's the password?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1 as usual.
Trash password.
Remember that I don't play the game. So, you know.
Sure.
Sorry, Pasti wins.
Oh no!
One day when we inevitably combine, the password will be 5H40 3.
Please no. Please no.
That would be the most glorious password of all time. Like, if no one's guessing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, nobody's guessing that. We're never gonna get our password hacked again, boys.
That actually happened.
What do you mean again?
Hey,
okay, so did I tell you this? Our password used to be
Sam, you saw this clip, yeah?
Probably not.
Please quote from Pasha, I hope you all kill yourselves.
Is it the one that That's high quality.
You can't say it in the server.
I mean, I mean, it's not bad, but I'm not really.
like I don't understand how he's so salty. Like what?
I mean, I think he's, you know, in a pretty bad mood. I think after all that he's been through lately.
He's never
he
in a
sold
good
this
mood
game
after
instead of
session.
having nothing to lose. Clearly, he had something to lose if he sold it.
I mean, the thing here is, I said it from the get-go, right? That I think Serbakka is a stronger player, and he's a heavy favorite to win. I think.
I just want to post one image though.
Like, if Pash wins, that's exceptional. Like, everyone will be super surprised. And if Serbakka wins, it's like, oh, that's normal. Serbakka's a better player, you know. So like Serbakka wins, yay! Like everyone saw that coming. But like if Pash does a good job and if he wins, that would be amazing, right? Like,
well, honestly, I was very surprised because I was not expecting Serbakka to perform that well. I think he performed really well. So
I had 2 matches against Ozzy before this, so it was a bit.
That's why I mean I'm quite serious when I say like looking at how Serbakka played. I mean it's basic of the basics. There, it wasn't getting messy, and it's when it gets messy that player skill shines through. But everything he did from strategy to tactics so far we saw was optimal almost. So.
We had to fine tune that though in the practice because he wanted to use manpower on deving.
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea.
Yeah,
it might have worked against Pash though.
And then in the first practice match,
alright, can we like
Pass with me while this thing is fighting.
Wait, I'm joining.
I guess. Hey, Simon,
I'm also joining, sir.
Oh, you
Simon
guys, it's okay. You
okay,
guys.
Serbakka, you come, I guess.
Yeah, but no, you have to. I have to be in the same channel because I need to record.
Oh, you're in the stream. Goddamn. Then I can't talk about your opponent.
What?
Serbakka can stream it. Serbakka can stream it.
Yeah, I can do that if you guys want.
Like, I can't talk about your opponent because we're in the same channel. Like, I can't say, oh, this.
I mean, who cares? It's not like it's not like there's anything secret. I can see what's going on. Like,
if you're looking for a new co-caster.
I mean, not when I.
I'm right.
No. It's me and Max are casting it.
It's more like. It's mostly that like I can't say things that's confidential for Ozzy if you're in the.
What is confidential? It's like I can count everything. I can count how many troops he has.
No, but what if you don't have infiltrate? Or what if you're pushing into him? Like, you know, it's
like I'm pretty sure we know what to do in the start, both of us, though. So I think it's going to be fairly.
It's only for tactics. Like,
alright, it's fine.
Both sides at 1.3.
Anyway, I'm gonna stay in the general chat, so if people wanna randomly talk, I guess.
Why don't you activate those Venice casters you were talking about?
The what?
The GSG casters.
Yeah. Okay, so Serbakka and Maxo can cast on Serbakka's stream, I guess. Go.
Serbakka, what is this rivalry? It's an exclusive content.
I'm recording it right now.
Proprietary.
Yeah, just think of Sui afterwards, but I guess.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Pash is so salty.
Yeah, it's really salty.
So is everything supposed to be terra incognita in observer?
Yeah, that's an observer bug thing. Alright, everyone ready up?
I'm gonna go to another channel just because I don't want like 50 people streaming.
Alright.
Is Max in here?
Oh no, I'm not in there. Hold up.
Okay. Like it's already started.
Okay, well.
Okay, I'll unpause in like 4 minutes or something.
Okay, so Serbakka and Maxo are streaming. Like,
no, I'm streaming. Maxo still has to. Maxo's not watching. Like he's in observing right now.
Like I was gonna join, and then you started.
Oh, that's because okay. So I guess I have to only talk about things from Distinct's view because I can't give away stuff that's confidential. I guess.
Oh yeah.
But okay, that's fine. Easy
that's
game.
fine.
Do you want me to pull me? You want to pull me down with you?
No.
So Maxo
like,
isn't watching.
Oh, okay. So the thing is, okay, everyone is in general right now.
Yeah.
So Distinct, do you want to come to some other channel or what?
Oh, I mean, we can do that. Yeah.
I guess we go to streaming.
Oh, what the fuck am I doing? Okay, well that was 4-star already. Okay, I'll go to streaming with you. Yeah. Alright, well, now not to humiliate myself.
Okay, so I guess all the Millis Group people are in Ozzy's chat. So I expect he's gonna get lots of good advice.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, easy.
Okay, need to remember.
I mean, there's no point about me commentating on your plays, really. Like,
why? It's not like I don't make a lot of mistakes.
I'm gonna tell you when you do something stupid, but only after you did it, I guess.
Yeah, thank you.
Fair and balanced commentator.
I think I make a lot of mistakes here. So
everyone does. That's why
it's always a question of just being too slow, mostly.
Well, it's a matter of making less mistakes than your opponent, I guess, or less impactful mistakes, because there's a lot of mistakes that don't really cost. I'm really sad. I'm really sad that I don't know. I'm really sad that Pash is behaving like this.
Taking it so badly, yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like he doesn't need to feel personal about it. Like, you lose a 1v1, big deal. You know, it's not even a real game. It's not your country.
It's not even a real game. It's super serious, man.
Yeah, but you don't feel the consequences. You know, like in a real game, you lose a big war, your country is half ruined. Whereas here, you don't feel any consequences.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Which is why it's the ultimate sandbox for practicing.
Okay. Nice. Okay, I'm quite happy about something. Well, I'm at this bum.
Yeah, and I think the new meta now is to general your ruler because air can get traits.
Yep.
it's actually so dumb. Imagine winning a 1v1 because you general your ruler and your air is strict, right? That would be so
Yeah, we
retarded.
need to switch that up. But while it's not in the game, I'm definitely gonna try and go for that. Alright, for the 2v1 I was thinking 5 cannon stacks, but here I'm just gonna do 4.
Yeah. Like if you're Amsterdam plus Nice versus Berlin and Grodno, this front 5 cannon stacks definitely more than enough. You don't need more than that. Ozzy fucked up his starting regiments. Right,
Okay.
Is Simon observing? No, he's not. Okay, I guess
probably should. Awesome.
Where's his advisor? He fired his advisor's icon. I mean,
right.
you're being quite slow with this. With
oh shit! Oh shit!
You are making templates or what?
I already did that. Templates, recruiting my mercs, microing my advisors. As long as I remember to do priority stuff.
Yep.
So here, unfortunately, no manpower advisor right now. Here's my prestige advisor. This guy. So that actually cost me quite a bit of manpower, just losing 1 month of no manpower advisor.
There we go, the manpower advisor.
Yeah, nice. Always Eve as well. Perfect. And 1 discipline, and I also want my moral advisor. I think for the rest I did it fairly okay. Let's recheck.
Yeah, next month take the manpower vulnerability.
I need to embargo.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
No, I'm looking at Ozzy's country. Wait, what? Wait. Oh my god. Oh boy.
Oh no, did I? No. Alright, Ditmarchen, Dannenberg, Magdeburg, Thuringen, Oberswald. Oberswald's legal, yeah. Okay, where else? Probably just want to be a greedy motherfucker. Feel like Berlin, Dannenberg. How many can I build? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total, right?
Forts?
Yeah. 9. Okay. Yeah,
okay.
let's just put 1 there.
Some interesting things are gonna happen.
Interesting, you say, huh? Okay. This.
Right. So you haven't played with Ozzy before, right?
No.
Okay. He's a pretty decent player, doesn't make too many mistakes, but I think he's not on top of the current meta. But he's quite good. He doesn't make like too many obvious bad moves, I think.
Hey. Hopefully I have all my mercs recruited. Only there was a way to check for that, yeah.
Yeah, only there's an icon to check.
It looks like it. So, because
like you're already over your merc limit.
Perfect. Tulip and fired, Mobius fired, Tulip and fired, Mobius fired. terrible fucking general.
Terrible Philippines, Jesus.
Holy shit, man.
They're all garbage. Oh my god.
That's pretty bad. That could cost me the war right there. Yeah, okay, I've not been counter-spionaging.
These Philippines, Jesus Christ.
And I need to remember to insult, I need to remember to declare the war, and I need to remember to check for these other advisors. I have them. And of course, I need to remember to put policies on. Okay. Let's see what Chad is saying. Meanwhile, Mill of Casters? Hell no. Okay. Well, I gotta pray for better generals than this, because this is really bad. Also, I made another mistake of non-optimal play, but hopefully I can get that fixed. At least I got some time, so... Yeah. I'll wait for my cannons to finish, 'cause it's taking too long.
Yeah, you queued up them in the same provinces, that you can take a really long time.
Yeah, looks like it.
But okay, you're gonna get one slacken off, one more slacken off, right? Each slacken is 150?
Yeah, but...
You're actually a bit behind schedule. Oh, 1.3 million. Yeah, okay. You're just right. Okay.
No, I'm gonna have 1.3 million. Like
yeah,
this.
that's maximum. Like,
I'm gonna have a little bit less because I didn't get the month advisor like month 1, and I took a bit too long to get my edicts rolling. So maybe like 2k or more like 7k manpower loss probably.
I mean, it's not that. It's not that.
It is pretty bad. All right, I can also get the clergy estate. 50 admin.
Yeah, I feel like even with this setup, the general role RNG is quite big deal.
You're good.
Well, you can still randomly lose the war because you're
gonna have to use like a serenade guy.
Yeah, exactly. Like
that's not what you want.
You can legit lose the war because you didn't get anything better than the serenades.
Okay. Well, that just means I need to adapt my strategy to that, because my first general is pretty damn good, huh? Crazy Blitz 6-5.
Yeah, pretty good.
And he's my heir, so he's more likely to stay alive. Well, actually, is he? Yeah, he's
Jones is completely garbage though.
Well, just like in real life. Yeah. Alright, this mercs, this a mercs, this not a mercs, this here a mercs. And that's a merc. Okay.
But yeah, you need to pray your next set of rolls are good, I guess.
This here a merc. That's not a merc, that's not a merc. That's not a merc. I feel like I'm missing merc somewhere. Okay, here he is, yeah. Fine.
Oh my god, I forgot. I need to tell Serbakka. He has 2 professionalism. That's actually something that I forgot to tell him.
Hey, wait, why are you giving him hints?
Serbakka? You're not playing Serbakka.
Oh, Serbakka, yeah.
I meant the previous 1v1, right?
Yeah,
you forgot about 2 professionalism.
Jones is amazing, says Jones. Yeah, no. Alright, let's see.
Wait, he PM'd you or what?
Yeah, he PM'd me. Okay, those are better generals. I'll take
Jones
those.
is amazing. 2-6. Super thing.
Alright, that's already
it's
shockingly good, he says. Yeah, yes, 6 shock is true.
These Alexes are really good.
Crazy Blitz is good, yeah.
Yeah, Crazy Blitz and 2 Alexes, I guess.
And Alex, that's decent. Another Alex, that's decent.
The 3 Alexes are all pretty good. They're all better than Jones and the Serenade.
Alright, so this is my best one, control one.
Don't
my second best
yeah,
one.
Don't do this. Like, don't put generals on the border. Like, you're showing your opponents.
I mean, come on, what does it matter? I just want to be ready when the time comes. I think it's more important.
Also, you should take free money from the burgers. Like, it doesn't matter, but there's no reason not to do it, I guess.
You're right. You're right. Serenade with the genius strats, as always.
Yep.
Take those.
Exactly.
Take those 300 ducats.
Exactly. Like, if the war drags for 10 years, you can take it again 10 years later. And those 600 ducats might be the difference between bankrupting or not.
Where are my merchants? This is, you know, the real important stuff.
Yeah, you need to steer. Why do you only have 55 in Lubeck? What the fuck? Oh, because pirates. Wait, what? No. I don't get this shit.
Alright, and now this crap, before I forget. Oh god, this war is soon here. Okay. .8 and 1.2. Okay, that's fine. Oh no, we should have seen this coming.
Jones died straight away.
Hopefully, yeah.
No, what is the stat hit? Oh no, it's the noble disaster,
right? Tulpen trying to help me. He's like, drill cannons, fine. Fine, people.
Drill cannons.
Like, I don't like drilling cannon because the cannons have a risk of you losing your general. So it's debatable whether that's even good. I'll make another one.
I think the chance of losing a general from drilling is very low.
Alright, looks like a pretty optimal start, if I say so myself.
It's a normal start. Everyone has to start.
Oh boy. Stress is real. The pressure.
No pressure. You'll see what I mean in a sec.
What, he has like 400 mental?
No.
I wouldn't mind that. You know, having an as easy game.
I mean, he has the same amount of shoots as you do, as you expect.
Well, no 5% discipline.
He has like 365 generals though.
6'5".
Yeah.
Also, I'm boned. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's why I said no pressure.
Yeah. All right. Oh boy. It's gonna start soon. I need to be ready to declare war. Okay. Stop the drilling. How much should we get on that?
Form your vanguards, man.
What?
You need to form your vanguards. Like,
it's October. What are you talking about? I have my mercenaries in position.
I mean, do whatever you want. These are mercs, right? The army's too spread out though.
Yeah, I'm remedying that.
Well, next month you have to move, latest. Also, where the fuck is your war goal? Isn't it Ansbach? So anyone can stay down there. Or you gotta do East Frisia. Where's his fort setup? Oh, yes. This fort setup though. Not a fan.
Of who? Mine?
No, Ozzy's one. I don't really like it, but okay, sure. Good, you form a vanguards in December. Then you need to fill up space. But yeah, your generals. Well, you're not that far behind, I think. Okay, the 5-4 is pretty terrible. You know, I feel like. So here's my thoughts. Berlin is also stronger because it's faster for you to find Ansbach than for him to find Nassau. Because Ansbach is like the second or the third in the nationalism list, right? He has to scroll down for Nassau. So Berlin almost always declares war faster. Like, it's a lame reason, but it's true. Like, you always declare war first.
Perfect. And now insult this guy.
Okay. Cool.
Bam.
Right. Yeah, your guys behind need to like if you get attacked right now, like if he attacked you right there, you will be so boned.
Why?
Because your guys are not in position.
So?
Like if he attacked you right there, you wouldn't have been able to defend. Jones is watching, right?
Yeah.
He's watching the stream or what?
I think so, yeah.
No, I don't see him online. Guess. Oh wow. Okay, that's free. Okay, he is watching. Okay. But yeah, this is so free. What the fuck? He's gonna attack you in Brunswick. He needs to reinforce faster. Yeah. Osnabrück. These guys in Berlin have to move. Do you have policies? Good.
Yes. Fucking notifications on for some reason.
I don't know, it looks easy. Yeah, I have to be slower with Paderborn, I think. Okay, this is actually an even battle. But yeah, Osnabrück is the real mistake here. Oh wow, he has a lot more guys. Yeah, you're reinforcing too fast.
Yes, more men.
Castle.
Yeah. Jail out.
Oh no, he's gonna go in. Yeah, I think you win both. Yeah, easy. As long as you don't get boned by dice rolls. Yeah, not sure what was up with that. Okay, easy. Yeah, now you go Southminster, I guess. Whoa, cannons. Squish. Yeah, rip those cannons. There goes 20 cannons.
Wait, what the fuck am I doing? Oh my god, did I...
He hasn't started recruiting works yet though, so you have a huge advantage here. You need to consolidate yet. You kind of saw two though. Yeah, this is not gonna work, I think. Okay, you're going. You need to assault again. 400 guys.
No, I see it. I completely misplayed, but it's fine.
Yeah, and then now you need to recruit. Hurry up, 84 more works.
Well, okay, you can see I'm really fucking rusty.
I mean, you're already doing much better than like 99% of people. Like Ozzy still hasn't recruited mercs yet. Like he still hasn't started recruiting mercs, and you already took 2 of his forts and recruiting mercs. So, like, war's over already.
Oh my god, I did a really big mistake.
Like it's 36 war score and controlled war goal, right? So war's already over. Right. GG, I guess.
Oh my god, I did a massive fucking mistake.
Did you consolidate your cannons?
I split my cannons for some reason.
Yeah, you lost your cannons, okay. That's annoying. Oh yeah, you split your cannons. That's really bad. Yeah, but like just hold the 3 cannons.
You can see I'm so fucking rusty, like I didn't.
No, but you don't, like, this is still easy, like you're still performing as you should.
No.
You just need to find the extra 10 cannons and pull them out somehow. Or pull them all in Munster and split, yeah. Like now you just hold this line and you win. You just need to be at full mercs all the time. So yeah, if you look at...
God damn, this is really bad. I'm ashamed.
So yeah, the defender's tau bonus doesn't really give that huge of a casualty advantage, huh? How many troops did you lose assaulting? 100k maybe? You lost about 60k in Munster and about 80 less. You lost about 60k in Munster. Okay, so you lost about 120k assaulting, yeah?
God damn, that's terrible.
So that means that defender tau, I mean, you're so much faster than Ozzy. Ozzy hasn't even formed his vanguards back yet.
No, but it's so bad. Like I didn't consolidate and then split my manpower, so I lost a lot of manpower.
I mean, you are quite slow, so against a much stronger player, it wouldn't be sufficient. But like that assault in Oversticht almost fucked you over. Like that was actually dangerous. But yeah, like Ozzy is nowhere close with regrouping. So you have like all the time in the world.
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh, you caught your spy.
Right.
Yeah, that's the advantage he needs to turn this around. Go stand in Meppen. Like go. Yeah, like not Gyara, that's so risky, but yeah, just push a bit, I guess. So
why was the problem with Scheller?
Because you can't see what's in Breda. Maybe he will move up, you know, like you never know. It's risky. I mean, you will definitely just run, but it's unnecessary risk, right? But yeah, this position is so good because he can't build boats, so you're basically guaranteed to win. He has to go assault overfalls to see counterplay.
God damn, so bad. Oh, I feel ashamed.
I mean, it's okay.
Oh, you can see, like, it was way too long. Like, I don't remember to first split the manpower, and so I had to, like, redo it. Yeah. How did I, like, split my cannons?
You split only the infantry. Infantry first, then...
Yeah, but I know. Somehow I split the cannon. I didn't even realize that I split at that point.
That's because you didn't detach the infantry. You detached the mercs. So the infantry still attached with the cannons.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. First and then mercs. Yeah. So I split, like, 4... But... Okay. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, like, I mean, they're still doing well.
Let's just push it like this.
You know, you can actually assault his capital. He has a 1k garrison.
Yeah, but I don't want to pass it straight. So, like, that seems really silly. Risky. Like, I have a good position here.
Yeah, you don't need to overthink it, I think. Like, you're winning from taking, and he's forced to attack you. Like, just make sure your flanks are covered and all as well. It's actually quite a wide front. If he musters 3 cannon stacks, you're actually in... Oh, but he can't take a good first battle, huh? Yeah, he actually doesn't have a battle. But yeah, you're already pushing quite aggressively compared to most, and you didn't get punished for it. Like, I feel that assault on Oversticht was really ambitious. Since, you know, he was retreating to Amsterdam, he was like 2 tiles away. So, like, he had ample time to fuck you over. And if you get like, if you're playing against Blitz, he would have attacked you in Oversticht.
Yeah, I know. But I would not have assaulted versus Blitz, especially not like I was way too slow for that. I would have assaulted like, Munster.
You assault Munster and then you stop. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That assaulting Oversticht is so risky. It worked though, so.
Yeah, we should not have worked, but no, I agree. I would not have tried there versus something else. Though, I mean, you do have to try and take 2 forts after you win this battle. Like, you get a free win because someone attacks you. So you need to, and that's why you have your hotkeys. You can instantly like control 3, one of the vanguard, one of the can stacks, and the control 4, the other vanguard, onto the 2 forts, assault instantly, then start recruiting at the same time. I guess splitting manpower, like, it was bad, but I did like the most important stuff, which is get the mercs, assault, consolidate during the assault.
Immediately assault. That's the most important thing, because right now you win the war immediately, regardless. Like he needs to be a lot stronger than you, and now you have Slacken, right? So oh my god, 6-6. Yeah, just hire 2 batches, and fire all these generals so don't lose mill power. But with the 6-6, you're basically guaranteed to win. Like, how are you not winning this?
I guess this one the worst. So this one my best one. Crazy Blitz has even. What's this?
He's flanking. Yeah, he's flanking. You need to move. You need to react. Don't get your infantry picked. I hope you're recruiting them somewhere far. Yeah. Where are they going, Stada? Yeah, that's okay, I guess. Yeah, I need to react a little. But this is where he's gonna start picking off these 1Ks. Yeah, I need to protect this. Berg.
Oh no, what am I?
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, that's fine.
It's a bit annoying. I was like,
This is the time where you go assault Amsterdam, right? Oh no, he's only showing 2. Okay, that's dangerous. No, he shows 3. So
we're trying and count how many. At this point, that's what matters. I guess I could, huh?
He has 480 that he's showing, right? So he probably has way more than that. But the question is, do you think he still has his 4th cannons?
That's the real question. I see 1, 2, 3 cannons.
He has 3 cannons here. Where's his 4th cannon? That's the question.
Right,
but yeah,
6,
this is
4,
probably the right play for him.
6, 4, 6, 5, 4, 4. Okay, I see what I'm gonna do.
But if you think about this, if you but you have a 4th cannon, so you need to wrap around to he's gonna pull back a little. Interesting. Maybe he's scared of Amsterdam. Oh, that's bad for him, surely.
Yep.
Oh, okay, it's over. It's definitely over. Yeah, okay, just reinforce and it's easy. You can cut him off in SL. Good. Yeah, I don't need to tell you that. Like, what the fuck am I thinking? Yeah, easy. Con. Okay, you're not looking. Never mind. But yeah, this is definitely easy. You need to move your last cannons, though. Okay, yeah, okay, easy. Snap it away.
Yep.
GG. So yeah, not a good idea. Like, so once again, full frontal assault, not the best tactic.
Oh.
Yeah, he just accepts. Okay. Well, back to general.
Alright, very nice. Feel good. I should have assaulted Amsterdam during that entire engagement. But yeah.
You're messing up somewhat. That was close.
Usually how it works.
Yeah.
I mean,
not necessarily.
Okay,
did I give you a run for your money?
Not at all. Not at all. I mean, you play better than most, but I think from Distinct's point of view, it's still free war.
It's a free war because you just attack me offensively, so I win the war straight away.
Yeah, like you lost the war on one single maneuver. That first, so I said it on Pashahlis 1v1, and I'll say it again. The worst possible tactic is full frontal assault. Like, the worst tactic you can do is let me take my entire army and slam into the enemy. When they're not on your fort, of course. And because you lost,
I mean, if you could catch them off guard, then that's different.
It'll never happen.
Obviously,
it will never happen on a competent player. Like, so the problem here was that you kind of just decided, I'm gonna attack this guy on grasslands. One of them was a river crossing, and you're never winning these battles because the two sides are equally strong. you have a small general advantage, but I don't think it was enough because you had a river crossing. So you're never winning these battles, and because you lose this battle, you're gonna get assaulted, and that's already a disadvantage at the get-go. And then you regrouped a bit too slowly, and you let Distinct assault 2 forts, which he definitely shouldn't have. In fact, if Distinct wanted, he could have assaulted a 3rd fort, but of course he's not that greedy.
No, never done that.
So he had time to do that.
So the way you want me to play is he's fucking marching forward really slowly. But I should just wait for him to do the fort and then try and do
exactly.
Because the alternative is to attack him as you did, which, as you saw, lost the war. Like, from your point of view, do you think you made any big mistakes?
Not really, except for attacking.
Exactly. You didn't really make. Okay, the second battle was more interesting tactically, but the first battle you didn't really make any big mistakes except attacking into grasslands.
Yeah.
But yet this mistake single-handedly lost you the war, pretty much. So. Not a good idea, but otherwise, like
this was tactics, man.
I
did this too.
I was really thinking here about assaulting Amsterdam during the last engagement.
Yeah, like I was suggesting him that he should assault Amsterdam, but he was scared, and rightly so, because like if you catch him assaulting it, that would be really bad. But the thing to consider is that Amsterdam is 1k garrison, so it's gonna get assaulted like almost instantly. It's so hard to react to.
Man, but still, like, what the hell was I doing after this?
Failed the first assault of Oversticht.
I know, and he could have been.
Look at that disaster! Like, I had to commit a second cannon stack to it because like there was nothing in position.
Like,
so imagine if this is the thing. So if I'm playing against a player I know is really excellent, I'm not even attempting because I'm so out of position. If anyone takes a fight there, if things go wrong, I always lose. I might lose like one cannon stack. And I definitely lose the battle. I have to retrieve everything. I lose reinforcement stacks, manpower stacks, anything.
It's more like you lose the battle in Oversticht, and then that will cause you to lose the battle in Münster, and then you lose the assault, and then you reset.
And then he re-assaults the other thing I took.
Yeah, he re-assaults Münster.
Yeah, so exactly.
It resets.
So that would have been just absolutely terrible.
So that greed would have caused a reset, and instead of a reset where Distinct stands on the war goal, it would be a reset where Ozzy stands on the war goal. So that would be a huge difference in terms of war score swing.
Yeah.
So that was definitely greed that went unpunished, but because it went unpunished, Distinct already won the war. Like, what Ozzy needed to do to come back from that is to try to pull some maneuvers in the south, which he tried, but...
I tried, but I fucked up at one point.
Like, the problem here is that you have cannon stack deficit, because you know you have 3, right?
Yeah.
And you know your opponent has 4. So whenever you have cannon stack deficit, it's very, very difficult to make a push into the enemy.
Oh, yeah, only 3 cannon stacks. Okay, that makes sense. Because I was looking at the battle, I was like, okay, it's closer than what I expected it to be, because I had defensive advantage and even the +1 advantage on one of the terrains, so I should be steamrolling. But I had to commit one of my cannon stacks, so I was like, what's going on here?
So
my cannon stack retreated 1 tile and you stack wiped it, and trying to make something happen with 3 cannon stacks was really
okay, no,
so I just got you out of position somewhat.
Yeah, you meant after
didn't know how to engage because you had 1 extra.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult to fight up against people with more cannons than you if they play correctly. But at the same time, it's very difficult for you to come back from that position. So I would say that the war is just over from that position.
Oh,
it's extremely difficult to.
By the way, Ozzy, you were down 25 PP. Middle of the war.
Oh, it was like 12.
You didn't embargo.
No, like he was at 30.
Like
32.
Oh no, that's because he wasn't. He didn't develop, I guess. But that's.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he didn't develop.
Amsterdam is the 7th rank great power.
Distinct was at 50. Distinct was at 57. Ozzy was at 32.
Oh wait, okay, I realized the problem. You actually have to embargo people near you so you get more power projection.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You do.
I just picked the top thing.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're embargoing Grodno and Bajesk, which do nothing.
Oh,
you also didn't rival your opponent, which is probably the most important guy to rival.
Wait, I didn't?
You didn't embargo your opponent.
I did.
Oh, but it goes away, huh? Yeah, it goes away.
Okay, I also want to give this advice, which is once you start losing a battle, once you saw that it's -1, you should retreat already, because you're never winning that. Thing, yes. That's one thing. The second thing is, never commit. Like, if you start realizing at any point, then you should retreat. And then, third, if you somehow deluded yourself into thinking that you're going to win the battle, but then at the very end realize that you're losing the battle, don't commit your cannon stacks ever. Because if you have cannon stacks available, I can't assault.
Yeah, true.
Well, you can't assault 2, you can assault 1.
Well, even 1 is difficult, because then he takes that fight. I have to reinforce at the time. I have to reinforce instantly with Merc or with manpower guys. My troops are completely disorganized while I'm trying to get the logistics right. Like, it's very difficult. So
it's very true. So following on that same point, if you realize you're gonna lose, you need to pull fast. That's the first thing, and you need to run not too far away. So Amsterdam has this small advantage that when you run from a battle, you run to Amsterdam. Whereas if you're Berlin and you run from the battle, you run all the way back to Berlin because the game's retreat algorithms make perfect sense. So you're actually really close to the fort, right? Like when he's in Overstieg assaulting, you're actually right next to it. So what you need to do is you need to instantly group up your army and attack him because you can't afford for him to lose this fort. Like, you need to react very quickly to assaults. Like, when you lose a battle, the first thing you need to do is you need to instantly consolidate all your regiments. Like, the way you consolidate retreating regiments is you click them in the side. I don't know what to think of the outliner.
Like, so I did that though.
Yeah, then you recruit mercs immediately, which you did not do. So you
I split up and made sure they're in like around 40 there, and then
recruit new mercs first. Recruit new mercs first.
That should always be the priority. Yeah.
When the mercs are building,
group everything, consolidate everything, then recruit the mercs. Then you switch like manpower. But even you start assaulting, but you switch manpower stuff. You assault with your whatever cannon stack was not in the main battle. That one has always full mercs. So you don't have to separate your mercs first before starting the assault.
Damn.
But yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, if you watch the stream, you can listen to my comments about the war. I was basically.
He was helping me though. Like Serenade was trying to help me. He's a good guy, Serenade.
You didn't really need my help though.
At some point he was distracting me, and I was like trying to focus. He's like random instruction. And I was trying to think like, what do I need to do on the moment? But yeah, you can see I had not played a long time because my sort of my muscle memory of what to do after a battle is completely off. All right, let's see what any more Jones messages. Yeah, religious things if you forget. Yeah, no way.
So mostly what I should get to improve on is what battles to pick and when to engage.
And when to retreat. And when to
run, yeah. Well, to run is it's quite simple. Like, does this battle have a purpose? That's the number one question. Does this battle have a purpose?
Or am I going to win?
Yes.
Well, yes, these two questions. Am I winning?
But those goes together, of course.
Yeah, and does this battle have a purpose? Because and also at what cost am I winning this battle? Because some battles you win, but you lose half your army. Then
But think like. The thing to realize is, it's like, let's say you just suicide into me, I take both defensive fights, I win both defensive fights. You don't retreat early as you should, but you retreat just before sending those cannon stacks. Like, it takes me so long, and it's so difficult for me to push.
I mean...
And from there on, I do win battles, I do get war score, but the war is not quite over. Yeah. As soon as I took these two forts, effectively the war is done because I just stay on this defensive position. I get more manpower region than you. I should be fairly fine.
A lot more. Plus you have the war goal. You were going to take the 50, so the war is already over.
Yeah, and again, it just goes to show, like, people are talking about that this map doesn't represent, like, real-life skill, but it's completely wrong. Like, real EU4 multiplayer game wars is all about this. It's all about not being greedy and blitzing the war at the start, winning it as fast as possible under a year, and then you don't actually lose that much money, even though you went ridiculously over force limit. After one battle, your force limit is gone. Like, your troops are down to 1.4 times your force limit or something, and you've already won the war.
Yeah.
Whereas if you just wish-washy, the war lasts 10 years, and you're gonna bankrupt at the end of it. Yeah.
So yeah,
that was exciting.
So yeah, what this really shows is, number one, the importance of the first engagement. I think we stress that a lot, but no one really appreciates it. Winning the first engagement is the number one step to winning the war. And that's the main reason why everyone commits so hard for the opening battle. And that's why it's very important to do so. Because like this war just shows it. Like, you win the first battle, you win the war.
The first battle, when the opponent is good, he instantly takes objectives, and then the war is over. Because we saw sometimes people made a comeback, But that's because the one winning the battle was not pushing his victory.
He either didn't push or he pushed too hard, which resulted in him being punished.
Right. What was I gonna say about that? You win your battle.
Also, I don't like your fort setup, Ozzy. I don't know why you do this, but I don't like it.
Well, I didn't even check that. Let's see.
It was actually like I went through all the things I did and like a list basically of what you have to do, and then someone said you forgot something.
I don't dislike this fort setup actually.
The entire list,
and I don't see the purpose of these forts in Aachen and Trier. What do? They give you extra mobility. Why?
Where else should I put them? If
put them in League. Put them in League and Luxembourg or something.
Like if they
I see what you mean. You don't want the one in Aachen because that one gives more mobility. You want it in upper. You want it in. Oh right. Well, because like it depends on like my Vorstland fort, for example, doesn't give more mobility.
It does because he can walk from Ansbach to Bamberg to.
Wait. Yeah, I can go to Bamberg to Vorstland. That's true. That's true.
So the reason why I don't like this fort setup, Ozzy, is because imagine this thing is army in Nassau, right? And you're fighting in Koblenz. What this thing can do is to run from Nassau to Berg to Köln to Aachen to Trier to Pfalz. Like he can make this crazy run around because you built forts that gave him a highway to do so.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's impossible if you don't have these forts, but because of these forts, he can make this crazy run around.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, you're right.
Oh no, I don't think
last time.
That was a bad example. Like you can only go to these forts from Koblenz, I think. But still,
I might have remembered incorrectly. But last time you said that my forts were like too far back. That there was no point.
Wasn't that because you had some forts in Franche Comté or something? That's like.
Yeah, I don't want in Barra, I think at least.
Yeah, Barra is a bit far back. Also, who was the guy who had a fort in Augsburg? Like we had a 1v1 with some guy.
To be fair, like the fort setup allows for fort traps, so. That has some validity to it. Well, my fort setup was bad. Like Lunenburg should never have been a fort, since I have Lauenburg, because people can just cut me off in Lauenburg. But well, then again, Lauenburg is a wood, so it does give more mobility, but it's a wood, so you never want to go on there.
I didn't know how to set up forts when I was in Berlin in northern Germany. Like I had one in Stade, right? And that's a mistake. Because you can just have one in Dithmarsh, and it's the same kind of thing.
Yeah, the Dithmarsh, but the Stade one is like not the worst, I guess.
It's not bad, but it's a weird reinforcement area to have. Like I don't know, like it's.
Dithmarsh is actually a really broken fort because it projects zone of control over Stade. That's the main reason why it's ridiculous.
I didn't put one in Brunswick now that I look at it. That's just silly. But yeah, it's because
the thing here is that even without Lunenburg.
Oh, I should have put one in Hanover. What was I thinking? Lunenburg should have been in Hanover.
Hanover's on the border.
No.
Like you took.
Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense.
Hanover's on the border.
Because I wanted one in Brunswick, but then I was like, no, Thuringen is so much more important.
Well, so what were your thoughts when you were watching Serbakka? Like, what did you say on your stream?
Like Ozzy played well. Like it was like he made some mistakes. He was too offensive. Like and that's something that he says himself about himself. Like it's like he said after he fought me that he is a pretty offensive guy. Like he pushes a lot, and that's his thing.
So basically, he's good against people who are weaker than him. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. Which I was in the games we played because I wasn't setting up properly, and he had like 200,000 plus on me. So it was, and I kind of feel bad because I might have debated him with that because then he's like, oh, I can do this to anybody, right? And then he does it to this thing to build up his country properly, and like it's
like everyone should have 1.3 million, like 1.2 million plus 100k manpower.
Yeah, I just need to practice against like people who've set up the country correctly.
The number one thing is never assume your opponent is retarded. That's what I always say. Never assume your opponent is retarded.
I didn't assume this.
Serenade does not apply that in game.
I played the style I've been used to playing.
The thing is, I think you made a push though. I know you didn't know what we knew, but there was a point where Distinct was like a year behind you on mill power, and you had 250, right? And you could have just built up instantly and went on.
But you were a year behind. How was I a year behind?
You were like 8 months behind. 10 months behind, something like that. But yeah, you were assaulting forts and he wasn't. So it was.
Oh, okay, like that. You mean yeah.
So he had the next round of Slacker before you did. So he had about 150k more troops than you did.
150.
He had a window there to hit you and push you back.
More,
You have to. That's important to identify. Is every assault is actually very costly. So you don't want to. That's also a reason why you don't want to take a greedy second assault unless you're sure you can take it. Because if you lose that, that's just 50 military points down the drain.
55 indeed. Oh, you also assaulted that one twice, huh? So yeah.
60. Well, no. Well, it's the like assault. The assault itself is not that expensive.
The assault is 5, and the barrage is 50.
Yeah, at that point, I also had better
chance. So. He had a chance at the second battle. It's just
yeah, he got
his last stack was a little bit fucked up, so he got cut off on reinforcements.
Yeah.
So all of his stacks got kind of fucked. Like it's
how many stacks did I call? Because I was really not paying too much.
You caught like less than 1 because like so you didn't wipe anything, and the only thing you got is some battles where he has no cannons on the back line for like a month, like max.
A month. Yeah. That's really good.
Well, one of them was a month, and the other one was like 6 days. But it's enough to win the
Yeah, that's definitely. But anyway, it was defensive fights mostly, so it was just fine.
Yeah.
You know, again, like it goes to show. Like I was looking at it, and it seemed like I saw his vanguard moving to Berg or whatever. So I just by putting my vanguard there in position, there was a high chance that he would attack into it. Like simply because he was already locked. Like he wasn't locked, but his movement. He was shift queued into that province. So I knew if he doesn't react adequately, I take a defensive battle.
Yeah.
And then I saw his vanguard his second cannon stack sort of panic and move to that. So I instantly knew, okay, I can force him at least to be awkward about his reinforcements.
Yeah, I tried to do a maneuver to get you out of position, but I ended out of position. So.
Yeah.
It was actually quite interesting because like at one point I was watching this thing's tactics, and then like I said Nassau, and then like before I said that he moved already, like we sort of had the same idea that he's supposed to make these moves. So that was quite interesting.
Yeah. Still, after the fight, big mistakes like not insta group, not insta consolidate, not insta. After the second fight, mostly I was first sending the peace deal, which is such a big mistake. Like peace deal, there's no rush about it. I just have mass recruited my mercs.
Yeah, fix the situation, then snap it away.
Yeah.
Did you send a peace deal because I said snap it away?
Exactly. I dropped everything, and you were bamboozling me all the way to.
Oh my god. You actually got debated by me saying snap it away.
So I think when you're going to do when you're going to try and make a tactical play, you need to be more decisive. Like one of the things is I got my spy caught, didn't have infiltrate administration. So if you were much quicker with the tactical play on my sovereign flank, it would have been a lot harder to react, because here I saw you and then you paused, which even allowed me to set up my best generals in position.
Yeah, I did the infiltrate, so I had a couple more reinforcement stacks and tried to make something happen, but you had the extra cannons on me, so yeah. I was a bit indecisive because of that, what to do.
I think mostly what you want to do is just not do this play, but...
Don't be too aggressive.
Don't be too aggressive, sure, but then when you're being pushed, wait for me to lose patience and go on the fort.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, what you can do to annoy me and to make me take a bit more attrition is just send like one of your cannon stacks down south, just do footsies down south, or even send like one merc, just occupy land down south, and that's so annoying.
True.
Those are the kind of things you do to make your opponent lose patience. Is just annoy him on the other side of the border. Like that is so obnoxious. Always works versus Jones, so that should work versus most players.
Jamie says a good point though. Are Meme and Wizard playing?
Who?
Meme.
Meme wants to play.
Okay,
I want to see that.
Wizard.
I want to see that too.
Okay, I'm gonna cut the recording here in case
they're both silent.
Are we still gonna play or?
Oh, Meme launched the game. No.
Oh, champ. He's fucking ready.
Is it happening?
If people still want, we can play like a 2v2 or whatever. Like
I really want to see Meme versus Wizard.
Or if they want to
really don't, you're gonna see so much stupidity.
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
I just really want to fucking play against Jones in this setup, like already. Like, jeez, the fucking guy keeps denying. He tries to be, pretends to be occupied or something. What nonsense. Also, at some point, I need to challenge Serenade, like...
Oh, really?
Oh, really,
They haven't fought yet in this era? What the fuck?
Sometime in the future, I guess. I challenged Blitz, but he told me he wasn't free, and then he was never free.
That's a lot better. That's the match I wanted to see. I wanted to see Serenade versus Blitz, because we've never seen that before.
Like, I play him a lot, but I never win, so sad times.
Sad times.
Alright, so me and Wizard, or
So did you know that Serenade? I guess you don't see it, but it's my first time playing a war with the, or no, I think it is my first time playing the war with my processing power, full processing power. So it feels like completely different.
Really? Well,
Yeah. Also, no Mercs exploit. That was bad. No. So am I hosting for Meme Wizard, or what's going on?
Presumably.
I mean, they're both NA, so you might want to get a NA host,
true.
maybe.
Okay, Serbakka host, go. Then we can both observe.
Oh, Serbakka is NA, and I was going to challenge him to 1v1, but that would be pretty bad for him. Alright.
Horse for this one, boys.
Who hosts? Anyway, certainly you.
horse.
Not
you
me,
join.
Because, yeah. So Serbakka hosting, right?
Yeah.
Stream is on Distinct because Distinct is the creator.
Oh, that's the wrong button.
Alright, I'm gonna stream this.
Don't worry, I'll watch your show. What?
You invited me to trade?
Yeah, okay. Serenade explaining the no forge.
There was a bit of an accident.
Like, I cannot wait for the just voice of disapproval. Like after this.
Nah.
Like just hit.
Nah. Now I'm like really pumped and.
So like, who's gonna win?
Who's hosting?
So main Wizard.
I am.
Who knows? Did we have a game with me, or am I confusing?
Yeah, I was Castile at one point.
Versus Slaying Beast? No, that was still no.
He was.
That was
Lewdson. He was my What? No, he wasn't. What's the question?
Who did Meme play against?
I never played in the 1v1
This
scenario.
is the first time he's in the 1v1.
Okay, so it's two new players.
How do you observe as host?
You can't.
You cannot. You play as Crane, and then you
play as Crane and infiltrate on both sides.
And you rival them, and you get the.
Why is the password horse? Come on.
The diplomat advisor.
You're a terrible host.
The spy master. To get more
I can
stuff.
load so much faster here.
Alright,
Can I play Amsterdam? Or
pick
whatever. Do we get to check? Do we get to pick? Okay.
Pick or flip?
Picking Amsterdam.
Oh boy, the dream 1v1 that we all have been waiting for.
So
I've been trying to arrange this
Why?
for 2 weeks.
We've been waiting for this.
I've been trying to arrange this for 2 weeks.
Oh,
The dream 1v1.
Clownish.
I didn't even say GG to Ozzy. There you go. GG.
No, good game. Good game.
Well, to be fair, that was actually one of the best ones so far. Since
Yeah,
it was the only one where
Tactical play was involved. Yes.
Well,
and an assault, dear God.
Yeah, and
an assault that runs out of infantry.
Yeah, like I mean.
Yeah, but that happens. They were mercs, so it's fine. And my second infantry instantly won, so I didn't even lose infantry on that assault. Yeah.
So is it obvious what policies to put on, or?
Oh no!
All right.
No. I've never touched it. Like,
When are we having a naval 1v1 though?
I mean, before we have that, we need to start figuring out how that works.
We need to research naval warfare in more detail because we keep I keep saying I need to do research on naval warfare, but I never actually got around to do it.
Who wants to do that? But now it's possible because we have the dice set to one thing. Previously, it was impossible. Simply Why is there a difference, say?
What? No, that's because your save is not in the save games folder.
Oh, okay. Fine.
If you put the save game in the save game folder, then you go in instantly.
There was two tournament startups. I picked the one that ended with a P instead of the one that didn't have a P at the end.
No, there's Start 2.
There's Start U, that's the one I think.
Yeah.
That's the one?
The Korean one, yeah.
So Pash is no longer angry,
Okay.
he just wants to win against someone.
Yeah, he challenged me. And I said I'd do it.
No.
Ash, no, not today. I think tomorrow. After
Ash needs to repent, you know.
like
repent for not using any manpower.
He rage quits on the show. Like he's going into the. He's grounded. He's grounded for a week at least.
Okay, hear me out yet.
Like I might lose in 10 minutes tomorrow, so you'll have time.
Is having it on startup instead of start 2 bad, or is it
Oh, start you without the P or with the P?
I have it with
no. 11 November 144 start you the crane
one of them has grasses on the border, and one of them doesn't have grasses.
It's saved incompatible in principle, right?
I think it's the setup that has the grass.
You need the one that has the grass. Let me check if that has the grass.
Yeah, it's the grass everywhere. How can you even check that?
You don't want the one with... Yeah, I can check that because I have the saves.
You may start 2. I know it's start 2.
That's a lot of
wood. No, it's the one with the P. It's the one with the P.
So no, it's start with the U.
Sammy's just playing fucking PUBG in the background.
Maybe I renamed it. I don't know.
Well, background.
Just let me know. Just let me know which one.
Because if the frontier is not grass, you literally can't move for like 20 years. And then one side accidentally attacks the other guy, and then like he runs, like your vanguard hits your vanguard, then I run away. I have 2 other vanguards, you can't do shit. So congrats, you won 1 war score, and we're back to staring. You know.
I need to observe already.
Wizard and me.
That's basically how the 1v1 went, the 2v2 went. Like they attack us and then they run after they realize they don't win, and then
who is the top EU4 MP player? Serenade, who do you think is top EU4 MP player?
I would rate Blitz, but he doesn't play so much anymore, so maybe not.
Is he the best player? He's the best war player.
I would, I think he's probably the best war player because his intuitive understanding of the game is just so good. Like even though he doesn't.
Yeah, but we're talking about everything here, right?
We're talking about in general, huh? It's hard to rate, actually.
No, it's probably Blitz still, yeah. His Diplo is good too. He's a nice guy, so people react well.
The thing about Blitz is he's super. Everyone loves him. Like people really like him, and he has the most. Like he does really good great power Diplo, and because he's always a strong country.
Yeah.
So
also,
this kind of stupid.
Him being not often there helps him, because we don't want to kill him.
I guess, like basically, the thing is when Blitz plays with us, we all enjoy his presence, so everyone helps him. Like it's kind of stupid, but we all want him in the game because he's fun to talk to and play with.
Yeah.
I remember there was this campaign where Jones rivaled him, but Jones helped him anyway. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, but that's just the Jones Blitz nonsense.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't count.
And then Blitz attacked him, and then I helped Jones, even though I rivaled the Jones. Like this kind of rubbish always happens.
Everybody ready, by the way?
We're still only Monkey Man and Purple to ready.
Wizard said he's waiting.
Wizard just went AFK, I think.
Okay, then we'll just wait.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, apart from that, yeah, I mean. Pretty much Serenade, I guess, second best player.
I mean, I don't really play that much nowadays either.
What nonsense? Plays every week or more than once a week.
I mean, does it really count though? Like yesterday,
like we can't really say because we don't see you fight 1v1 fair war, Serenade. See, this is the problem.
I never fight them because I think they're bad for the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I think it's a bad strategy.
Of course. Let me tell you who is not the best player in the game. Right, Jones. Jones is not the best player in the game. We can agree on that.
Of all time. Everyone knows that.
Alright, sorry about that, guys.
I was ready up.
Yeah. But realistically speaking, though, Jones is probably one of the most disgusting Diplo players, and he has very, very good country management.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Would you agree, Serenade, that that's pretty much what the best player do is manage their country, like country management? That's the mark of the best players.
Fuck Jones Diplo TBH.
All of the good players are close to perfect with country management. They make very little mistakes in country management, and all of the best players have acceptable Diplo. Like I've never seen a really good player with garbage Diplo.
Yeah.
And they're all, they all understand warfare, but it's really the country management, the efficiency.
Except this thing 616.
Have you ever played against the Tita though?
Against who?
He's not one Diplo. Like everyone memes about it, but he's not really one Diplo.
Like, but at Tito though, like the guy was like probably 6 admin and 1 Diplo.
I've never seen him. I don't think. Like, I've never seen him, so I can't.
From 1.5 campaigns.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna just do the little thing. So.
And the other thing is, Simon is also one of the strongest players.
That still remains to be determined. Like,
I mean, Distinct, you don't play with him, but okay, Distinct, you 1v1 Simon next time.
Like,
sure, that's fine.
War against Distinct, and I won that, so like, how good can I?
Like, I was really waiting to 1v1. It's been so long, like. And the thing is, like, the longer it goes, you have this impression that it's not going to be fun. But every time you play it, it's really exciting and fun. So, especially when it's streamed, because then there's stakes.
Is this the correct one?
Since when did you? Oh, I forgot to check. Yeah.
Grasslands. It looks correct. Yeah.
So, okay. You should ask in general chat because whether they read the rulebook.
Yeah. But no, I'm observer.
Are you gonna cast? Yeah. So that's why Serbakka is.
Yeah,
Serbakka. Are you gonna cast Ozzy versus Pash?
So have you told them the rules? Because I'm not sure they know.
But get them here. They're. Where are they?
Tell them to come. I can't PM them because we're observers.
Like, yeah, we're observers. We need to.
We can't talk to them. So Serbakka has to do it.
You have them on Steam.
I know, but I don't want to do that. Like they don't. Okay. They also probably don't want.
I also don't have them on Steam. So.
Okay. I'm gonna tell them to hop into a chat.
Like.
So I'm gonna make a final recommendation for Pash that's gonna improve his play greatly. He should probably take should probably exercise more and be more chill in life.
I think. I told him this before. Like, you can't take any game too seriously. Okay, like you have to have the attitude that it's not.
You take games very seriously, but that's not the point. Like,
I know, like you take them seriously, yes, but you still want to have fun. Like, you don't get all salty. That's my point. Like, it's not that it's just a game I can screw around and be a scrub. That's not what I mean. Like, what I mean is you don't get upset over things like this, right? Like, you want to always have a good attitude towards the game because it's something that's supposed to be fun, and you try to improve yourself. Like, you don't rage and like be salty for no reason.
Anyway, no one it's not like why are you afraid? It's like of failing. Are you trying to impress us?
Can you send me the
we're a bunch of nerd losers, so it's completely irrelevant.
I mean, you're not wrong, but
except of course everyone else but me. It only applies to me. But, yeah.
Alright, so neither of them has called the granted generalship or recruited minister.
Well, okay. Like, we've not not really talked. Okay, let's first identify who is on who. Right, Wizard is on Berlin and Meme is on Amsterdam. And we have a third edition of the Duel series today. Okay, so who is favored? Like, I really don't know these players, never seen them. The only thing I know from Wizard is that I saw that he bankrupted Session 1 and survived that gank, so that implies that he has at least some basic knowledge of the game, sufficient strategy knowledge. He knows not to be greedy, but that doesn't translate into late game war at all because it's a completely different beast. So I'll rely on you guys to...
I'm gonna go with
Wizard. I don't think anyone knows.
Wizard. I would
probably Wizard because I don't think Meme has survived into the late game more than once.
Yeah.
Wizard and Meme has had 1 versus 1 on roughly equal countries, and Wizard won. So.
Well,
in the late game,
they were not roughly equal. Wizard had a much stronger country.
All right.
He didn't take full advantage of his country though. So
you're are you guys talking about that 1v1 in the Custom Nation game?
Yes.
It's not close at all. Like, let me tell you that Wizard beat me when I'm playing Meme's country. So that should tell you the strength discrepancy between the countries.
Well, Fundin, you're right to say that it's optimal to gank, but yeah. It's a skill you have to develop, just warring, because you're not always going to get a fair war. Sometimes you're going to be ganked as well, so... Anywho.
Are you answering to the stream?
Yeah, I'm answering some guy on the stream.
So some guy
really loyal, really loyal fan.
Well, it's... So we're going to say several things about ganking, because it is, in theory, super efficient.
It is optimal to gank, but it's not fun.
It is not fun,
and you can't always rely that you're gonna get a gank in your favor. Like, Yeah,
like
that's exactly why everyone needs to master the bankruptcy strat. See?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Like the reason why it's bad to gank.
Serenade doesn't have to master the bankruptcy strat because Serenade has magical powers when it comes to Diplo that don't apply for other players. But all other players should learn the bankruptcy strat.
Sure.
Even Serenade should learn the bankruptcy strat because at some point, I will gank you, Serenade.
You already did, remember?
Right, I did. And you did bankrupt. Oh, see?
I did not bankrupt.
No. Well, okay, fine.
Paid off half of my debt.
Fine.
And Hanover gave me back my gold mine immediately.
Yeah, exactly. What a loser.
That was a great war TVH. Getting ganked by Distinct and 2 other people. Next session immediately gets back my gold mine.
What a great campaign.
War. Great campaign, yeah.
Okay, well, let's unpause. It's been quite some time.
Just let me know when. Okay.
But do they...
They read the rules.
Okay, that's fine then.
I briefed them about it, so they should know everything now.
Alright, good.
Okay, so I guess, we'll just...
we could just stay in the general channel, right? They went to the other channel.
And
yeah. Yeah, they're in the same channel, but they muted or whatever. That's fine.
Yeah, they're in the other channel.
Alright, let's quickly look at what's happening. There's Land Force Limit +2. So Wizard recruited the wrong guys because of the culture. Yes, wrong culture. He won't be able to, like, he took the right advisors, but he won't be able to upgrade them, which it's admin and Diplo, so it's not that big a deal. It's a little bit of a deal because you're getting less.
Is there a way to fix that on your guys' end? Because that's kind of a weird situation.
No, everyone starts with the same advisor, so.
It's I don't feel it needs to be fixed. You need to know to fire them to.
Yeah, to fire them.
It's part of
cultured advisors.
It's part of like game understanding to know that you can't upgrade advisors that are not your culture. I suppose here it's a bit weird because it's EPP culture and
yeah.
Oh, maybe. By the way, the nobility general.
Okay, he switches advisor, but he can't promote. He took a manpower one, but he can't promote, and he hasn't switched to military focus.
By the way, Distinct in your 1v1 with Ozzy,
he
got a 6-5 general from nobility.
That's pretty fucking nuts.
That does happen, huh? It's basically probably like 1 in a million, but it is possible.
No, it's not 1 in a million. It's not that. It's maybe 1 in 4, not 1 in 4, like 1 in 40. But
no, it's way less likely.
It's 40 army tradition general, right? Okay.
Plus, so it's absolute maximum. It's not 1 in a million, but it's definitely 1 in thousands.
No, it's 6.5 too, so it's 11 pips, right? So 11 pips is not impossible, it's just the distribution of the pips.
It's 13 pips, what are you talking about?
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm retarded. Yeah, 13 pips. It's just the distribution.
It's 13 pips plus perfect distribution.
Exactly.
So that is so unlikely.
That's not perfect distribution though.
I mean,
basically perfect.
661 is the perfect distribution, but close enough. Simon being pedantic.
Alright, let's okay, so
true.
Meme is
still way too little military point generation on thing. He did put the icon. He has the edicts, and he does have, I guess, the nobility. He does have the nobility. He took the interaction at 100%, I think.
I think so. Yeah. Wizard is Berlin, right?
Yeah. And he hired the mercs when he had the advisor to get slightly more mercs.
Points, yeah. So Wizard definitely doing better on the setup right now.
Yeah.
Like Meme, not really doing much.
He's not ticking the disaster yet. He needs to take some of these estate interactions.
Like,
he has the icon.
He does not have a level 5 advisor.
Meme has the icon, but he doesn't have an extra 5% Patriot authority. He's at only 95.
Yeah. That's not that important.
It's 2% manpower is quite a lot when you look at it.
I mean, if you compare to Wizard not being mill focused, I think that's worse, right? Like
but they both not have the he doesn't have the 10% manpower advisor, so considering
they're about like the mill tech thing though. Because it feels like a non-issue at this point.
The mill tech is a trick. Like it's a trap.
No. The mill tech is not a trap. At some point, it does come into
like it's supposed to be a stalemate breaker, like I said in the document, right? I said that, right? Yeah, a new tech has been added to break stalemates. Like that's the only purpose of the tech.
Like the only real trap is the Strelstees. That's the only real trap.
That's the real trap. Yeah, no one.
Because Meme asked if you should put that on his cannon stack, and then
yeah. A lot of people have tried and they realize it's not a good idea. The Streltsies is a real trap because it's a terrible idea to.
Where are they building? Okay, they're building forts.
And that's actually where a neural net would crush all of us because a neural net would be able to preserve the Streltsy.
Neural net.
That's fine too.
Like neural network playing EU4 would absolutely destroy any human player. Like we can have Blitz, Distinct, Jones, me, and Simon, 5 people controlling one country, and we'll lose to a neural network.
Yeah, but the thing is, everyone uses Diplo, also the good players, so you can't compensate by. And being better at the game makes your Diplo a lot easier because people know that they can rely on you being competent.
It goes both ways, as Simon will tell you.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, from the good players, I'm the only one who gets ganked. Let's face it, like.
True, because Simon doesn't get ganked often either.
It only happened once in the other group.
Right.
Yeah, like he never gets ganked in Miller's group.
Thing is, in Miller's group, it's Miller's and ISO that were getting ganked, which is why I don't know if ISO stopped playing because of it, but he was turned off because of it.
Okay, military focus here, but still not better.
The reason why Miller keeps getting ganked is because
also no discipline available.
That's the feel that I get.
Mills gets ganked diplomatically, not militarily.
Way gonna be way less troops in total.
Exactly, because Miller's Diplo causes him to get ganked, right? But Simon avoids that problem because Simon has somewhat better Diplo. Like, he doesn't mess with people for no reason, and he doesn't stir shit up for no reason.
Okay, 4 cannon stacks for Wizard. He built good or fairly decent forts. At least he's building forts.
I also haven't seen Milith play in a really, really long time, and the meta has changed in so long, so much since then.
Thing is, I point out the same thing with Simon every time, but Simon, he's not wrong when he says they can adapt pretty quickly, like they've done so in the past, and I don't think it would take long for them to just adapt.
No, what I mean is that my impression of their gameplay from a year ago is no longer valid. That's all that I mean. Like, I'm not saying that they're not gonna adapt to it. I just say that I can't really accurately gauge their skill level at this point. And also the fact that the best players improve at a much faster rate than the average player.
Easy recruit though. So there's going to be like a 20 mark difference in terms of Wizard having 20 more because of the
he has a force limit advisor.
But now Meme finally got the good advisor, so he's generating, and he had military focus before Wizard, so he's going to generate more military points. The question is he actually going to use it?
He's not slacking a single time yet, yeah?
Yeah, he's not slacking yet, and he already has one of his cannon stacks taking attrition.
He needs to slacken really badly because his generals are really terrible. So in this setup, you never want to use the Serenades. Holy shit, he has a 6-6. What the fuck?
Alright.
Is that Meme or
Wizard making 4 cannon stack? Let's look at Meme for
this. So Meme has a 6-6 and a 6-5. That's
Meme only has 1 cannon. Okay, he's making a second cannon stack. With 2 cannon stack, that's gonna be hard.
So Wizard has a 6-3, 5-5, and 4-6. So I guess Wizard is not using the Serenades, and Meme is gonna be forced to use 1 Serenade.
Well, he's gonna use 1 Serenade so far because he has 4 cannon stacks.
Oh, but Wizard has 4 cannons.
No, okay, he's still gonna be able to slacken one more time before the end of the war, even though he had way less military point generation.
So let's take a vote, because the Miller's group players are here and they know much more about these 2 players than Distinct does. What are the odds that you think Wizard will use his 4th cannon stack?
I'd say about 15%, and that's being generous. 15.
I vote for 0.
No, see, you guys are haters.
What do you mean by using
very low? But
like, he's gonna use it as infantry.
Okay, so that's what he means. He means that it actually engages. Okay, I'm gonna add a condition.
If you mean using it as infantry, then yeah, I'd say it's like a good guaranteed, pretty much.
No, but I'm gonna add a condition. It's not just that he uses the cannon stack to take an independent 4th battle or assault. It's that it is a good 4th battle.
0.
All right. Because that's important. Just suiciding with your 4th cannon stack is a mistake people often make.
So if you think Wizard is going to take 4 cannon stack and slam them into the opponent, I don't call that using the 4th cannon stack, okay?
Okay.
No, but that's why I'm saying it's important.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Yeah. I agree. That's an important qualification.
No.
So
But
what I mean is be useful with the 4th cannon stack. I think the chances of him doing that is 0. Partly because he's not gonna be able to micro the 4th cannon stack.
no, but even like if you think about it, when I was playing, I had the 4th cannon stack that was almost doing nothing. It was actually helpful for the assaults.
Yeah, I know, but
for the battles themselves, I was losing manpower, but that I could have had 80 more mercs in those fights from the get-go.
I know.
So it could have been legit considering if I was playing against Ozzy to not have that for the 4th cannon stack. But then then you consider that he has one more cannon stack, and then it might be difficult for me to be offensive.
You need the 4th cannon stack because your opponent might have more, might have less. You need the 4th cannon stack if he has 4. And if he has 3, the 4th cannon stack will always be useful in a skilled player's hands, right? But if you're less experienced at the game, or if you have some less experience with micromanagement, if you take 3 battles, you're gonna find it quite hard pressed to reinforce all 3, right? So even if you have a 4th cannon stack, it's gonna be quite difficult for you to find an opportunity to assault, or even to take a 4th advantageous battle. Like it's hard enough to identify where are the advantageous 4th battles. You have to have this battle plan planned out, right? But even if you do so, you have to react to your opponent's movements on the fly. It's very difficult, and especially because most players are not accustomed to 4 cannon stack tactics, since it almost never happens in a real game.
Did Pash leave EPP?
No, he
Pash is here.
So you were
left EPP.
So Serena, you were
he came back.
hating that I put my cannons on the border, but I feel like that's so much more important to make sure that you're ready. And putting your cannons on the border makes you scared. It makes you want to be certain that you have your mercs and everything there on time. I think psychologically it helps because you're paranoid about that.
I disagree. I always put the 1 tile away and move them into. No.
It also helps because when you declare war, you can advance instantly 1 tile and already have a good.
You
advantage.
do that already. You're already on the border in January. 1447.
Yeah.
You don't.
No, because then your reinforcement stack, you need to move your reinforcement stack 1 tile extra. Then
that's exactly why you form up your vanguards in December, so your reinforcements can start moving up. Right?
But you have a lot to do in December and January. You have to pass the policies. You have to get the advisor. You have to insult in January.
Nobles on both sides. Yeah. Did I see nobles? I saw nobles and wizards.
No, just one side.
Pash isn't. Okay, not Pash.
Right.
Doesn't have it.
But Meme is playing with 2 cannons. Now, I want to stress that this is not it is a possible play. You commit to playing defensively, which in and of itself is a sound strategy, because most of the time you want to take defensive battles.
The 2 cannon stack. So what I always recommend for these 2 players specifically, is not to make more cannon stacks than what they can manage, because let's face it, right? Because Meme and Wizard, their main problems is what I observe playing with them and observing their games is that sometimes they have problems reinforcing. And that's obviously a much more fundamental issue than playing with 4 cannon stacks, right? So I think what they need to focus on is, firstly, forming up their army correctly. Because as we've seen in previous Duels episodes, failure to do so makes you lose instantly. So what they need to do is always have a proper army formed up, always be able to reinforce a main battle that they choose. Even if it's a bad one, they need to at least be able to get their army into the main battle. Because even if you pick good battles, it means nothing if you can't get your entire army into that battle. So, a few months ago, I would say that's what they should be focusing on, trying to get their entire army into a single battle. Because I know, especially for Meme, he has some problems doing this because, I don't know, he doesn't play a lot. Okay, no, he plays a lot. What am I kidding?
He doesn't play a lot of good
Meme is quantity time instead of quality time.
Yeah. So I think
finally firing those generals.
Specific stuff that's very basic, but these basics are the fundamental stepping stones to more advanced.
Okay, so the war's gonna start. I'm gonna interrupt. Wizard starts with 1.3 million men, so that's good. He has decent generals, but not great. He went pretty greedy though, because he only has 20k manpower reserves, so he's 100% going to be taking attrition on his cannons very quickly. That's too much.
Yep.
Actually, I think there's some stuff was not optimal because he's 20k, he's 20k manpower behind.
Really he has to take a battle really fast.
The other problem is when you look at Meme,
he doesn't even have one.
like he's not missing troops theoretically because he has the military points and the manpower for it, but he needs to recruit en masse right now.
He got decked on. Yeah, okay. So
he's only going to have like 900 troops when he could have the same amount of troops.
Nobles, yeah?
He has much better generals though.
Yeah, so he has a big general advantage.
Okay, Wizard doesn't have policies on.
Yeah. You don't need the policies until first battle, but you just need to remember. So Meme has the wrong.
He does have the general. He does have the advisor. He needs to put the policies.
Policies are close enough. Like
not close enough at all. He's missing 15 morale. These are not the policies you want.
He's missing 50 morale. There you go.
He took death cost and land force limit.
I mean, that's not the bad policy in itself. What he really doesn't want is this leader siege, because that's
he would want morale. Yeah.
Like this 10% force limit is not that bad. It's not terrible because it's the admin policy. If this is a mill policy, you never take this.
No,
but this is an admin policy.
The thing is, Wizard still hasn't raised his policies.
No insult here as well.
Yeah, but the thing here is that we don't know whether
a little bit of deving as well.
Whether Wizard knows,
whether Wizard actually forgot the policies or whether he's waiting for the battle. Oh my god, 4,000 manpower already in the first attrition tick. He has to be very careful with his attrition.
Okay, he took a good war goal. So the thing is, it looks pretty bad for Meme, right? He took the bad okay, with the policies, it's really bad. But I was going to say, without the policies, even though he has less men, because he went for 2 cannons, the more battles he takes defensively is going to be super good for him because he's going to have way more mercs in every fight compared to Wizard. So Wizard's manpower is going to melt really quickly.
I mean, Wizard's manpower is melting no matter what. He's taking so much attrition, right?
Actually, Meme seems to have a good amount of men, huh? He has he has like 1. He's going to have 1 million. Just say he's going to have 1 million. So that's
so here's the other big thing. Meme spy got caught, whereas Wizard spy did not get caught. So Wizard will have infiltrate administration if it doesn't get caught this tick. And that's going to be quite big because he will be able to see Meme's movements, whereas Meme won't be able to see Wizard's movements. Wizard really needs to split up his stacks because he really cannot afford attrition right now.
Is Ozzy still here? No, he's not here anymore, too bad. But what I was going to say about, not this war, but the past war is, once you're in this desperate position, and like, realizing that you had this low manpower advantage at some point was important, but you could have actually exploited to try and get the defensive position back. At that point is the point where whenever you...
Oh wow, his spy actually got caught.
Whenever you start getting in a desperate position, you exploit. At least you exploit after slackening.
I came back watching the stream and you asked for me.
So Wizard needs to really split.
Yeah, I just made another recommendation of how you can try and come back when you're losing.
4,000 a month now, and he can't afford this.
Yeah.
He needs to split up his.
The other thing for Meme is like his second Vanguard definitely not in position. They don't have force march on anyone.
Meme needs to second recruitment stance. He's done it.
He did it.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Serbakka, I forgot to mention this, but in your 1v1 with Pash, you had 2 professionalism left.
Yeah.
So don't always recruit generals in batches of 5.
Yeah. That's what I was doing. I don't know where I...
You recruited 7, apparently.
I recruited 7 at the beginning. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Now, this 2 cannon stack is actually going to work. Like, if nothing happens, having only 2 cannons is great because you take very little attrition.
So if this stalemate keeps going, Wizard is basically wasting manpower, right?
Yeah. So Meme is actually genius. Like
Meme is doing the next level strat, which is the ultimate greed. Only 2 cannons and play defensive.
Oh,
alright, and the other guy puts himself on the fort.
Okay, no, he runs. Okay.
But see, this is dangerous. He should have had force march. If your opponent has force march, he catches you there. Now, it's not the end of the world if you just retreat.
Yeah, also, very important thing, he's using the Serenade, right? You don't want to use the Serenade on your Vanguard.
Oh boy.
The thing is, Wizard isn't position too, like...
Even has the Crazy Blitz, which is better than the Serenade.
He has Jep. Jep is probably the best general on his side.
But I mean, like, the 4th best general is Crazy Blitz and not...
3-6.
Not Serenade, he has a 5-3.
No, 4-4 is probably better.
Than the 5-3, no.
Where's his 4th cannon stack?
Castle,
okay. Because he knocked my spy out. So.
Alright, so this is working really well to Meme's advantage.
With,
True.
Right. The obvious problem for Meme is he can win defensive fights, but with only 2 cannon stacks, if Wizard is quick on the logistics and repositioning, he cannot attack.
So what Wizard is going to do is he can siege 2 and assault a third one if he wishes to do so.
Yeah.
But the problem is he doesn't know.
Oh, okay, that's actually smart. Yeah, he doesn't have vision, so he can't even see that.
He doesn't know how many cannon stacks his opponent has.
Yeah, and if he knew, he might be going right now.
So Wizard just took his policy. How do you know? Because I'm watching his stream.
If you are doing this, you would indeed go like you don't go on Overstitch because that's a Woods fort.
By the way, you know that you can check your opponent's policies.
Go on this
right?
fort, this fort, and this fort.
Yep.
So you don't expect your opponent to take the wrong policies, but in this situation,
don't waste time looking at this kind of nonsense. Like,
what are you doing right now on Berlin? What are you doing? Tell me.
You're switching your. You went to. Okay, I think he actually kept his manpower advisor though. I think he just never switched to the.
No, he has discipline. He has discipline.
Okay.
Yeah, but did he switch at any point?
No.
In fact, he doesn't have the discipline.
No, he is
Amsterdam.
Oh, Amsterdam.
Yeah, Amsterdam. He doesn't even have the discipline advisor.
He hasn't found it yet. Okay, he hasn't even found it yet. That's really bad. You have to discover it.
So he didn't remember that. So if with that, Wizard can actually try pushing.
So Wizard is up 15 morale and 5 discs. So if he knew, he has to go on Munster right now, right? Because that's his best chance. He's losing manpower every minute now. And now Meme has a third 6 fire, so the longer he waits, the worse it is.
I understand him being cautious, but because he just doesn't have the information to realize that this is losing him.
It's very difficult, but he should know that his manpower situation.
He should at least put like this 4/6 general rectangly, just force march him and try and get some information.
He should. So what you can do is you can put a merc stack and go to Trier to scout, for example. That's one thing you can do. The other things you can do is to like take a stack down to where's his force at? That's very important. Okay, so you can take a stack down to Heidelberg.
Yeah.
And stand on it and see whether the enemy reacts.
Also, he sees his opponent recruiting manpower.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's somewhat interesting. Like, I think what the rectangular monkey man conclusion was also that you can just suicide like scouting 1k mercs to get army tradition. Slightly more than, but I'm still doubtful about.
That's 6 and monkey. I don't really agree with it because this kind of situations you don't really need the army tradition most of the time. Like,
no, if you're doing nothing, what I mean, it might as well.
Yeah, but
you want information. You want to explore, get some information, try to do something. Maybe you just like, even though you have very little territory to move, you can get your opponent to overreact and do something
Meme
dumb.
Actually has a huge troop advantage now because he's not taking attrition. So Meme now has 1.25 million recruited, and he has 23k manpower in the bank.
Yeah, like Meme actually pulled out the 25 each.
He doesn't have. He has less manpower, military points, so he doesn't have a advantage. Wait, what?
But he has a lot more troops.
He just got 140 from something. He used the essay interaction. Yeah.
Oh my god! I just went to Wizard streams. Why is he checking his trade nodes?
Why? Because he's bored, not doing anything.
Okay, yeah. So this is another thing. Like, so out of these 1v1s that I played with Wizard and I played with Meme, I taught them this thing, which is don't be too aggressive with sieging, right? Because that loses you wars against good players.
But don't be passive either. Like
it's not don't be passive. It's you need to know what you need to do, right? And right now, what you need to do is not to stand here.
Yeah.
You need to when you're not doing anything, you need to do. So the two things you need to do is, first thing, you need to plan out tactics when the battle actually happens. So let's see what tactics can Wizard do. For example, he can go to Köln. So if there's a battle in Münster, maybe you plan for this 4th cannon stack to go to Berg and Köln, for example. Maybe you'll catch something. The other thing you need to do is to react to your opponent. So what can your opponent do tactically? Basically nothing. So there's nothing to react to here.
At the very least, what he wants to do is occupy Meppen.
Yeah.
Put the Kessel guy in
Meppen. He can't walk to Meppen.
He can't walk to Meppen.
Oh yeah, no, you're okay. Yeah, never mind.
He can't walk to...
Wait, no. He can't walk to Meppen.
Meppen? No, he cannot.
He can't?
He can't walk to... Oh, game crashed for me or something? Yeah, of course he can't walk to Meppen.
Wait.
What?
Can't walk between 2 forts like that. No.
Yeah.
But it's a zone control from OzzyK.
Let me. Okay. No. You're right. Okay, I was. Yeah. No. You're right.
But what he
the rule of 2 doesn't apply here because there's. Yeah.
The thing is, if Wizard had both of those forts, then Meme could still walk.
But then he goes to Westfalen. It's not perfect, but
the reason why Meme can walk the map is because his friendly is zone of control and Kun.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Might be confusion.
Okay, so what Wizard is probably going to do is just wait for this to take to 25 and then attempt something.
What is Wizard's manpower at?
Which is not a bad strat because if you 6, but he has 250 in the bank.
He's bleeding a lot of manpower.
Yeah.
Okay, no, but now he's slackening one more time.
No, but that's not a solution.
I don't dislike waiting to get to like 25 and then make a push, because then as soon as you win a single battle and take one fort, instantly you can start stab hitting.
No, why did he recruit everything again? Now he's back down to 7k manpower. Oh boy, keeping us on our toes, it seems. Like, this manpower bank, like, we never stress this, but you need a manpower bank to protect your cannons.
We often stress this.
We don't stress it enough because we keep saying, you need to be full strength, but one important qualifier that nobody remembers is you need a manpower bank, and the amount that you need varies. So I think depends player by player. I think, who's the one who said 100k? Was that Jones? Sounds like Jones. But like, if you're scrubby with manpower management, you can leave 100k. But like, most of the time, I will leave 40 to 50k. 20k is...
Maybe what Wizard is doing is waiting to have vision. But he's still being unlucky there.
True, but the thing is, while waiting for have vision, you should play footsies with your opponent. Like, this is like, you should play footsies with your opponent, and you need to.
He also doesn't have the +5 leader.
Oh yeah, so advisors. Let's check out Meme.
Yeah, he has 5 less military point generation per month.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So
also because of the policies chosen.
Because policies, yeah. Okay, and he also has a lot of generals, right? He's not firing his generals.
It's really unfortunate because, like, you would think it's like a mistake. We say this, like, don't take an offensive battle. I want to rephrase that and don't commit unless you have to an offensive battle. But you can take offensive battle, just retreat to see what's going on and like get a feel. You're just losing mercs. It's completely irrelevant in most wars.
You lose
a bit of war score, like you're gonna lose like 0.5 war score, but that
it's more important to have a quick skirmish to test out your opponent's strength.
Yeah. Maybe your opponent doesn't have policies. Maybe he you can see whether what is prestigious. Maybe he had a bad event in real games. Like here there are no events, but in real game maybe he has like a -5 moral event or something. You can see that. Maybe he has a 10% discipline event, and you know that you need to be patient for 7 years.
So so definitely recommend probing. Yeah, and he sees.
Also, you can't see how many troops they have recruited. That's like an important measure as well. Every time you do an offensive. The other thing is, whenever you do an offensive,
I think Ledger's open. Yeah, like.
Oh, what the fuck? Is it? No, it's not. Oh,
like
it is.
It was open. It was open for me in.
Well, I didn't even check that. Whatever.
Yeah, we need to fix that.
So I just left it open.
But I was also going to say, when you're attacking, you know exactly whether you're committing or not. But your opponent doesn't know that. So whenever you attack, your opponent has to mass sort of start reinforcing as if you were going to commit. And often that makes them lose a lot of manpower. Whereas if you're just doing this one guy and moving the other people with diversionary tactics, you're not going to lose manpower. You're just going to lose some mercs.
So yeah, Wizard's mill power generation is going to make him lose the war, huh?
Yeah. Okay. That's
moves are coming. He's probably gonna stand in Nassau.
Oh,
no, he's gonna stand in
Nassau. Boy, that's bad because he doesn't have the. If Wizard instantly, Wizard, if he had Force March, he can already wipe a lot of troops here.
Yeah. If Wizard knew how many cannon stacks he has.
No, but it's not even about cannon stacks. Okay,
no, he can 100%. Because the other.
The real question is, where is the return province from this guy in here?
It's Kessel.
Okay, it's Kessel. Then he can walk to Westfalen, right? So he doesn't need to do this.
No,
he can't because
Kessel isn't connected to.
No, he can walk to Westfalen because of the distance rule, and he can walk to Nassau because of the distance rule.
It depends on his return of province.
If it was Kessel.
If it's Kessel, he can go to Westfalen into Nassau.
Exactly, that's why he's doing this, right? To reset his return province, and now he goes to Paderborn, Westfalen, Nassau. His second stack goes to Würzburg, Mainz, Frankfurt, and this third stack goes to Hessen, right? That's the play you want to make.
Meme needs to move his other cannons.
Meme needs to put Force March on his second cannon stack and get that into Berg. at least, because he can try baiting for either from Berg. He can go into Westfalen before his opponent, even it's Berlin, so maybe you don't want to try that. But at least he can arrive in Nassau before.
Well, I mean, you can check the dates. That's what I usually do.
Well, I mean,
Wizard should just do a quick castle run.
Thing is, Wizard can't move from Paderborn to Westfalen, can he? Without
only if the return province is the castle, not if the return province is Brunswick.
I don't think it is. Right?
Yeah, but now he reset his return province, so now he swaps castle and Paderborn, and then goes to Westfalen.
Yeah, but either way, he has vision. At this point, Wizard has vision of 3 of those stacks. Minimum 4. He can see from this position that he has more cannon stacks because you're you're never positioning yourself like this so vulnerable.
Like either your opponent
if you don't have more cannon stacks.
Either your opponent is debating you really hard, or he is leaving himself exposed. Right?
Yeah, but if your opponent's debating you so hard, you just go for it regardless. You take the chance, and then if you're getting debated, it's fine. You lose a bit of mercs.
You just run,
and you run.
Like you lose 1 war score. Yeah, it's not a big deal. So I think he should definitely go for it.
All right, me moving a bit more troops. He does have better generals, huh?
Yeah, so I think Meme is very reluctant to show his 6-6 general. Is that why he's not doing this, or he's reluctant to show a second cannon stack? Like, why does he not move this? Is there any reason to stand in Hessen like this? And
I think they're just both reluctant to do anything at this point.
So
he's going to
I think tactically
he's trying to go to
the god, there's more towers.
No, he's not.
No,
he just moved to Galera. I have no idea. Like, okay, so this is quite interesting because I've actually drilled these 2 people not to take dumb battles on forts, and turns out I drilled them so well that now they're super passive.
Has Wizard infiltrated Meme?
Well, you didn't drill that they need force march. Like, that's really important.
Okay, because Wizard.
I was focusing on
positioning now.
Simple stuff. Like remember I told you earlier that these 2 players need to get the basics right, so they need to be able to get the entire army into a single battle and do 2 cannon tactics, right? So I told them about what not to do for like how to choose a main battle.
Well, you're thinking that they can only do like basically 1 cannon strategy or tactic play, which is just Vanguard into Vanguard and try to reinforce your Vanguard.
Yeah.
But even then, I disagree because the bare minimum is Vanguard and Sentinel. And here, he has 2nd cannon stack, so he has to play as a Sentinel, and the Sentinel is not at all in position, so you actually cannot reinforce your Vanguard. So
yeah, of course.
But now, okay, put Force March, he really needs to get that into Berg or Westfalen.
Like, what he really needs to focus
on
is getting his reinforcements in. Like, he
has his worst general on his, commando, because right now it's positioned like a commando.
Wizard has lost about 250,000 more.
What a game!
What a game indeed! Like, we tried so hard to prevent these stalemates by not putting force on the border and putting everything grasslands.
I've been having the 1v1 in Age of Vampires for the past 20 minutes, and it went horribly.
316,000 more men.
Yeah.
Can they do something? Come on.
Like the problem here is that they both have no idea, right? Like they both only know this tactic, which is okay, if the enemy stands on my fort, I attack him. That's basically what they know. Because I kind of told them that, and it works on majority of other players, but apparently it doesn't work if I tell both of them the same thing. Who would have thunk? If I tell them both to wait for the enemy to step on your fort, no one steps on the opponent's forts.
Yeah, I'm tempted as Beam to just take a fight here north. Like I mean, there's no force march. Just try.
We're gonna introduce a type. Okay, so what do you think if we tell them you have to fight a battle in the next year?
Yeah,
regardless of who attacks first.
Fine, send that.
Okay, Serbakka say that. Yeah, say that in all chat.
Okay.
I think that was. I mean, you said the rule that war needs to be declared. Let's change that rule to there needs to be a battle before.
The first battle must happen before 1st January 1451. Yeah.
Just make it 1450. Like, here the rule will be.
Did you chill out a little yet?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, really?
I did nothing fake.
To be honest, we're favoring Wizard by saying this, so it's for the good of the of the stream, so it's fine.
What was bad about me using conform to template?
You watched the recording.
It's too slow. Is the answer?
How is it too slow?
what you want to do is you want to consolidate your mercs and you want to hire new mercs, right? Conforming to template is bad because you're waiting for them to merge with your vanguard and you don't want to do that.
No, but how is that slower?
Okay, so what you do after a battle's over, you select your army, G, Z, K, click the mercs.
No,
right?
no. G, K, then Z, then split the mercs. Oh, do you see this meme? Okay, Meme is going for the attack. And he's trying to reinforce through Frieslands, which is scary. He needs to get that Hesse cannon stack to act as a sentinel.
Meme is not ready yet. Wizard is not ready at all for this.
Yeah.
He's gonna react to it though. Okay, but this is excellent for
like Wizard can cut in overstick so easily.
He cannot. No, he cannot because.
Right, you're right. He's stuck in Meppen. He can't go.
He cannot go into overstate. Right, Wizard cannot go to overstate. Okay, he's got attacking castle as well, so let's see whether Wizard actually pays. Oh no, he cancelled. What?
No, Wizard wasn't paying attention because I was telling him to undeafen because I wasn't sure if either of them hurt me.
Mobius took over the fight north, so it's a 4-6 against a 6-6 general. So even though it's an offensive fight, it is hugely in favor of Meme. If he only takes that, but he doesn't recognize that because he's trying to take a second fight south, and that's gonna completely cost him.
Wizard is down 1.
Yeah.
Or up 1 fucking.
Okay,
Wizard is counterattacking. He's gonna attack. Okay, Wizard now goes to Hesse.
If Wizard just goes to Hesse, yeah.
But Wizard needs to pay attention to the main battle up north. Okay, Wizard.
He needs to put a general there.
There's no general on that stack.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate for me.
You should just have sent everything in as ASAP. Like, okay, you lose the, and don't reinforce that battle, please. Okay, reinforce the other one. That's fine.
Reinforcing Hesse.
So the thing is,
just took probably battles to get the cannons in. I don't know.
He won the other one. He now gets the cannons.
Okay, so let's look at reinforcements.
And it's minus 1, right?
Meme has 300k not moving at the back, and Wizard has about 300k as well. So let's see whether they can get these reinforcements.
Cannons are now taking over.
Wizard also going
top is pretty bad.
Munster. Why is he saying rip?
Like, it's unfortunate.
On the battle, don't say rip.
Oh, general.
Exactly right. Concentrate on the battles. Don't say rip in general.
No.
Like what the fuck?
Only take that one. That one battle was really good though because he had such a leader event. Now Munster should be assaulting. Let's look at the logistics. Like Munster not assaulting. That's a problem.
Oh, infantry. Okay, there goes these infantry.
It's not consolidated.
But Wizard doesn't have a vanguard.
It's not consolidated.
He still went this.
Slow sieging a full.
It's basically over. Yeah, no, like.
Alright, so should we get back to answering Pasha's question?
Okay, so yes. What was the question exactly about conform to template, right?
Okay, look. When I do conform to template, I press it once, and then all the mercs get automatically bought, and then
consolidates.
Sent to the army.
Who consolidates? Needs to consolidate everything. Like missing 269.
So. The merc button 40 times.
And that means you can't recruit or not.
Let me tell you that it's much faster, okay?
And then send them individually to that stack.
I think Wizard's the only one here that can manage to consolidate after a loss and make a comeback. I don't think Ian has the...
it took a bit too long to assault, but fine, he's assaulting now, that's okay.
Yeah. He's not consolidating though, like...
So Pash, after every single fight, your vanguard, your cannon stacks need to be battle operational at all times. That's what you want how you want to see it. And you need to insta-consolidate after. Ooh, 340, 250, do you see those casualties?
Yeah, I see
that. My fucking god.
This is why
and this is manpower, right?
It is manpower.
No.
Okay, so Wizard is negative 448k manpower now. However, he has won the war. So if he steps
he consolidated now, but
no, look, if he steps off and defends his force,
he just lost 100k troops. Holy
yes, but he has won the war.
1k. He has 1k troops total, and I want to see what Meme has. Meme should have more.
Meme has way more.
Meme has way more. That's what I'm saying. Meme is actually not lost the war. He can win the battle right now. He doesn't. He should not go to Amsterdam though.
No, but that's not what you want to do though. Like this is a lost battle. Like,
why does he go to Amsterdam?
Yeah, exactly. This is exactly what I'm saying. Like what?
It's not a lost battle in Amsterdam because
this is a lost battle.
No. The other guy, he's not going to reinforce in time.
Wizard is not reinforcing.
Yeah, it's a lost battle for Wizard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not a lost battle for me.
Oh, okay, like that.
But
but he should not have gone for Amsterdam. He should just have gone for Cole. No, that'd be so much better.
But look here. Yes, he should just back off from Kun and stab it. Yes.
And this should go here.
Yeah, like basically.
Yeah. Wizard should stab it. He has the points. He doesn't need to push further.
Like basically, we agree.
And he needs to unsiege faster though.
Meme needs to solve it, yeah.
So, Bash, the thing is, you can just recruit mercs using a template. Don't conform to template, just recruit mercs using it.
What is Wizard doing? Don't attack across
I don't think he realized he's won the war.
Defender's Desert. Wow, that's kind of unlucky. He's not giving stab hits though, right?
I don't see
He's assaulting.
Yeah, but the problem with Amsterdam is taking massive casualties on his cannons because he's not consolidated after the battles.
Okay, so we're getting...
Oh, come on.
Okay, there's no reason for that.
See, that's really unfortunate because he actually has... Like, he easily wins next fight.
Okay,
Fight.
This thing, stop. Okay, everybody's talking too much and we want to say a few stuff. First of all, after that first battle, Wizard never ever got to consolidate his armies properly. And he went to Amsterdam
37, 38,
for an unnecessary assault.
35.
Right? Like,
yeah.
So what you want to do after every battle is you always want to regroup your armies. And what we were gonna say about Berlin before, like we got bombarded by random questions and stuff, and comments about irrelevant stuff, is that what Wizard needed to do is he needed to merge his cannon stacks because he had 4 cannon stacks, right? But there's no way he has manpower for them at that stage.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is you want to merge them into 3 full cannon stacks, rather than having like random cannon stacks with like 37 cannons lying around, which are never gonna be doing any real fighting. So you always need to regroup the entire army properly before pushing, because like Beam could have punished you really hard if if he actually grouped his army together properly and attacked you. Like all of your army would just fall apart if he attacks you.
Right.
And
Serbakka joining the chat and like. I don't know. That's something about that felt like it made me want to do something.
No. Well, like what I wrote in chat should have done that.
Then why did you join our? Like, because Wizard also said he alt tabbed, and then I attacked him, and then like.
Right, but okay. The issue was I didn't know if either of you were doing anything about it because none of you moved. I wanted to make sure that you two saw the message, and then when that happened, memes started moving.
Blind, but okay.
All right.
Okay.
Are people in our chat?
Then.
Like why is Wizard? Why
Wizard is here
when you're in a war.
Because I messaged him to join chat. Because he wasn't moving and he wasn't moving.
Don't join chat. Just type in the global chat and tell them.
I did. But neither of them were moving. Memes started moving as soon as I started typing to Wizard.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay.
Which is an extreme feels bad.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, but I think what we can conclude is. Strategy-wise, it was okay for both, right? They was
I think a bit too cautious from Wizard, but
for both. But yeah, okay. Well, I'll say this: like when Serenade told you, try not to be offensive.
Don't step on enemy.
Try to not commit to offense, but do try to just see if you can take little skirmishes, like explore, get information about your opponent.
Yeah. So what you can do is you can step on the enemy fort and let him attack you. If you roll 9-0 on the first die, then you fight, right? That's one thing you can do. Like you can fish for a good roll. So what you can do is you can apply conditional probability and say, I have a good chance of winning this fight if I roll 9-0 on the first dice. Otherwise, I run immediately, right? So I concede 1 war score, no biggie. I lose mercenaries, I don't give a shit, right? But if I do roll 9-0 on the first 5 phase, then I fight this battle. So that's another thing that you can do.
That's too advanced. I would say just try and get your opponent to make mistakes by just maneuvering back and forth. Do something. Your opponent's going to try and react.
Even if you stand there, you have to be planning on what you're doing. Like so, when Wizard is standing there with his Vanguard, you need to be planning what moves can I possibly make. How can I stop my opponent from punishing me? If my opponent makes this move, how can I punish him? Like you don't want to be looking at your trade notes when like you're fighting a war like this.
My issue with Meme is that he built 2 cannon stacks, fine. He saw Wizard's 4 cannon stacks though, like he saw them clear as day. And he didn't build a third.
Yeah, but to me, that was not a problem. Like I think it's a very valid strat. If you think your opponent is better than you at the game, that you just say, okay, I'm never going on the offense. I'm winning purely defensively. and I only built 2 cannon stacks.
Yeah, then why does he push into Hessen? Don't push into Hessen.
That is the core mistake we made.
Why is that bad? I don't get it.
Because then you're playing offensively. Right?
No. Okay. There's multiple answers. There's multiple answers. The first answer is that fight you took in Groningen. That was like tactically, it was the perfect province to attack from because you only need you. It's impossible to go through your reinforcements.
Yeah.
So you only need to commit 1 cannon stack for that entire battle. So that's fantastic. And the second thing is, even though you're the offensive party, you had a much better general, so you were actually favored in that fight. So once you take a fight where you are favored in, there is no reason whatsoever to take any other fight.
Well, which are bad for you.
That are not as good as that one. Okay, if you can get an even better, but if you have 2 fire advantage on your opponent, you're not getting a better fight than that, typically.
I mean, realistically, Wizard should shuffle his generals, but you know.
Yeah, but until that happens, at least.
The general shuffle. Could you explain more about? I kept rolling terribly, and I tried to get it right, but.
So what you want to do is, if your opponent attacks you and you have a bad general, you can shuffle a general from another vanguard. Like just put that general on a reinforcement stack and send it in.
Yeah.
But you have to be careful about the other stack which doesn't.
And retreat with the other stack. Instantly put another general.
Died in like the middle of that battle.
Yeah, that's why you always have a second general in the battle.
Yeah.
So prevent that from happening.
Also, I picked a complete wrong policy.
Yes, I know. We also talked about that.
But see, the thing is, you conceded, but you could have actually come back because you had way more troops.
I feel like I hear this every time I play any multiplayer game with you.
You had way more troops than Wizard.
You quit far too early.
So at this stage where you conceded, like if Distinct or I take over, we will crush Wizard, no problem.
I disagree that we would crush because the policy disadvantage is a bit too big.
No, like
no. The thing is, he just turns on the 5 disc advisor that meme didn't have on.
I thought. Okay, like so I was looking at the checklist that you sent me, and I thought the manpower would be better, but okay.
Like he's missing 1 morale, sure, but he's also missing 5 disc.
Oh, he's also missing 5 disc.
If he had one of those, I
didn't even realize that.
If he had one of those, then it's.
Yeah,
I think it is GG if he just comes back with 300,000 more troops and just starts fighting offensive battles.
No, because his numbers are inflated because he has like
they are inflated.
Men reinforcing.
Yet, but the thing here is.
But same for Wizard though. So I guess
Wizard doesn't have a proper vanguard. So if you force march these bunch of guys, come over to Kern, you will just pop these armies like butter. Like
that is a remark that's valid for both players. Is more valid for me and you. After every fight, you need to group everything and consolidate everything, else your cannons are taking attrition or casualties. And as soon as your cannons are out of are not at full efficiency, you can't push, you can't do anything. You have to wait until you re-get the cannon. So you never can take. And this goes for Wizard. He actually consolidated, not super optimally, but still he consolidated. But because his manpower reserve was too low, he started taking some casualties, attrition on his cannons, and that's why he is like every single of his cannon stack has non-optimal cannon composition, which also puts your push to a halt. Like you can't push with these sort of. So when that happens, it can happen. Eventually, it does happen. Is then you take your first stack, you just divide it into 3, and you just make like 55 cannons on every stack. Is whatever. It's not optimal, but you need to be quick about it. So that's just how you do it.
Okay, so the one thing is you need to have at least 40k manpower reserves, which is only for cannons only. After you take some battles, maybe you can let it go down to 20k, but especially for 4 cannon stack, very important to have manpower reserves. Otherwise, you're gonna take cannon attrition, and then you can't do anything, and you're forced to regroup your cannons.
Yeah. So what you do is after every fight, normally, like if people commit to the fights, you've reinforced with everything you've got, but you just window everything that is on that province. You group it up. There should be only 1 cannon stack, because typically people should not commit more than when you're losing a battle, you don't want to commit a 2nd or 3rd cannon stack to that same battle. So the party that's winning also typically did not commit a 2nd or 3rd cannon stack. So you can just group everything, consolidate everything, and then send the manpower away and re-recruit your mercs. But it's very important to instantly consolidate so that your manpower that you have available, that very little manpower reserve you have, that everything goes to cannon attrition. And it also helps, of course, afterwards you can instantly re-recruit all your mercs to keep on pushing.
Right.
Right.
That's a good point. That's something I've always struggled with, just like the management of the stacks. Like the first battle is the easiest one for me. After that, everything just kind of goes.
The thing is, you need to suppress your inner perfectionist and don't worry about your stacks not being exactly 40. It's okay if they're like 47. Like, you know, just accept it. You don't need to reorganize your armies in a perfect manner.
No.
It just has to be workable.
You just have to group UG, UK. You should just write it down at some point that you repeat it as if some poem or whatever. Just JK thing. This is
GZK.
I still don't understand your strat about the mercs.
So Pash, do you use templates?
Yes.
Do you use template for mercs?
Yes.
So which is faster, conform to template on your Vanguard or hiring a bunch of mercs?
But you can't hire a complete 40 merc template because you don't have. You're probably not gonna have 40 merc losses.
You consolidate.
That's why you consolidate.
That's why you consolidate.
No, yeah, but you will consolidate and have like 13 new mercs.
How do you quickly split up?
You can look at VODs. After every battle, once you consolidate, you have like between 120 and 200 mercs to hire.
Yeah. You also have a 10 merc and 20 merc template for that. And I have a specific template called Mercs 1, which is exactly the amount of remaining mercs that I have. So I also use that.
How do you do this? You
make a template with the exact amount of mercs you have left.
Wait. So you consolidate every stack?
Yep.
No, wait. First you split the mercs from the 10.
So you select the entire army. You group the entire army. You split off the infantry from the entire army.
No, you consolidate everything.
You don't consolidate cannons. Like
you don't consolidate cannons, yeah. You split off the mercs.
It literally doesn't matter. Like, so what I do is I split off the infantry first. Then you consolidate only the infantry. Then you split off the mercs, and mercs regroup with the cannons. Manpower split, like mercs regroup with the cannons, build more mercs, then you split the manpower.
But once you merge your infantry and split off the mercs, how do you quickly split up into 40k stacks again?
You don't, because after each battle, the remaining mercs is about the size of 2 vanguards or something, and then you just split them into 2 vanguards.
Oh, okay, so you just do approximately.
Yeah, you don't. The vanguard is never going to be exactly 40.
It's only the first battle that looks perfect. Afterwards, the next reinforcement batch of mercs that recon, they are again perfect 40 stacks because you use the 40 mercs template.
Yeah.
Wait, so when that battle is over, what you combine the entire army?
Combine the entire army and you consolidate it. Yeah.
I showed Meme what I do on stream before, so he should know. Like, so your entire army is on one province. You took some damage. You just select the entire army, consolidate, like group with G, like that groups all your units, and then you press Z to split up all the infantry.
Right.
Then K, consolidate all the infantry. Then press the button next to it to detach mercs, and that removes off all the mercs. And then the mercs and the cannons regroup and go somewhere. Then you build new mercs, and then you split off the manpower that's left on that province.
And when you're busy recruiting, your merc cannon stack assaults one fort to push. Because after every battle you win, you need to take an objective.
So who wants to host me and Pash?
What are the
it should be somebody in Europe.
What are you at?
What are the numbers you need for each assault? That's something I don't get.
So
70 mercs about.
Yeah, it's about 10 to 1 of the garrison. So late game, you probably want like 80 to 100, but you don't want 100k infantry on that province. What you want is 60, then reinforce quickly with 40. Like that. If you do that,
you just assault. Like that's too fancy. In wars, you need to be quick about it. You need to be decisive.
Yeah, then just assault.
You just assault with the commando stack that did not commit to the fight. It has the perfect size. It's 2-time combat with infantry. As soon as you realize that you're winning this fight, you just send the commando who's waiting there, like in case of you need them. Instead, you're like, okay, I don't need them, and you already go to assault the fort. That way, even before the battle is over, you're already consolidating, assaulting, and it makes everything that much easier because you can just really take your time to reposition, to mass recruit your mercs, to consolidate, to split the manpower, and you've already assaulted the fort. That's like optimal scenario, is you already have assaulted before, or are in the process of assaulting when the battle is ending.
Wait, what was the hotkeys?
Okay, so do we actually have time for more today? Because I need to go shower right now because it's
I think I have 1 hour, so I don't know if that's up to you guys.
Okay, so I can be back, but I need to go for like 15 minutes at least.
I mean, people still want to go.
Yes.
Yeah, Ozzy and Pash still want to go.
Pash requested a 1v1 because he wanted to do a 1v1.
Okay. I have to leave at 3 PST, which is an hour. So.
So the thing is, Pash, have you I hope you change your attitude about the game because like it's not nice like just rage quitting without GG or anything and then like throwing a massive tantrum.
Oof.
I mean, I'm being quite frank here because like it's not a good mindset about the game.
Pash, do you want me to host the game? Doesn't really matter. We're decently close. Okay.
Like it should be distinct or Serenade though.
I can't host now. Like, so I will be back in like. Okay, so maybe you guys host and I join, and then I'll be back after a while. This thing can do all the casting by himself. He doesn't need help. Yada yada.
I'm gonna stop my recording here though.
Yeah, sure, I can host.
All right.
This thing, what is the hotkeys?
You group everything with
G to group, J for infantry, K for consolidate,
and then there's no hotkey for.
You don't even need to press K actually, because now what I usually do is I click the 2 buttons because consolidate is next to detach mercs and detach merc is no hotkey.
No. You want
K is on the other side of the
keyboard. Want to learn to K because K is often important before someone enters a battle. You often have to emergency consolidate.
Yeah.
So that one needs to be muscle memory.
Is it Z?
Yes.
Yes.
Aren't you? Isn't Z American?
I'm shocked. I'm shocked that you don't know any of the hotkeys, Pash.
Wait, Z is American?
I never used hotkeys in this game.
Like you should though. Like really.
In every game, you should use hotkeys. Like in EU4, you can almost get away not using, but even like.
I can't micro.
Late game, you do have
that's
to.
Why.
That's why you use the thing.
Because you don't use hotkeys. That's why you can't.
Jesus.
Because you're using your mouse to like click buttons instead of using your keyboard with the other hand.
Oh, it might be me actually.
It's because I'm drinking.
Distinct. Do you want a Crowcaster?
Sure.
So Javin, you say this, but how do you add a hotkey? Is that a mod? Like, is it something I can customize?
I wouldn't mind that because I wouldn't mind a macro for a merc build and loan staking. Yeah, that would help a lot.
Just to have it clear. Me and Pash are doing a 1v1. Are people like?
Yeah, I'm hosting.
Stream who's hosting? What's going on?
I'm hosting.
I'll observe for an hour. If it goes on past.
Yeah, it's not gonna last longer than an hour.
Pretty fast amount, I mean.
Well,
max PM.
Like, did the wizard meme fight last an hour?
It lasted pretty long because there was a long
because they sat there.
Yeah, they stared at each other for 40
for
minutes.
like half an hour.
Over in 20 minutes.
Yeah. Like it should go a lot faster.
I mean,
did I
take the save?
So I said before the game started, like predictions. What's the likelihood that wizard will use 4 cannon stacks?
Oh snap!
What's the verdict?
Yeah, it was 0 and basically.
Well.
That's how it turned out.
Yeah, you're using 3 cannon stacks.
Oh shit! You haven't loaded the save yet. Does that mean I have to?
No, you can just wait.
I did 4 Vanguard stacks. That was my. I decided to mimic.
All right.
Other.
I've hosted, so people can join who wants to observe and so on.
My Steam is fucked. So we said, like I said this to several people before, like you should always get the amount of cannon stacks that you're comfortable with.
So 1 XD.
Yeah, but you're laughing about it. But if you only have 1 cannon, you don't take that second bad fight. So
true.
I will lose.
Why is my Steam friends
when I lose, I will say good game and great skill.
That's good, Pash.
And then I will kill someone in my neighborhood.
Oh wait, no, I can do this.
Is anyone else joining? Or
anyway, Pash. So remember, right? You need to get the manpower at the start. You need to have. If you do everything optimally, you start with 1.2 million troops and 100k manpower in the back.
Yeah, something like that.
Yep. Okay, and so good luck. I'll be back in 15
I made
minutes.
a list here.
The what?
I made a list of 14 steps before the war and 5 at the war.
Okay, that's good.
Also, I was looking at the terrain.
Oh,
and
fuck, boys.
I formulated a strategy.
Nice.
Sir Mod, I need to.
Probably gonna go
EPP tournament
wrong, but I'm gonna try.
What?
EPP tournament.
Is that pinned anywhere?
When is that EPP?
Just type in
we still have no tournament. We only have 1v1s.
Type in the Steam Workshop. Just type
yeah,
in
but that's fine. We're gonna at some point organize it. So TM. Anyway, it's good that we're teaching people how to play because otherwise it'll just be like a 15-minute stomp every war, every battle.
Yeah, I don't
feel like I'm gonna hotkey my cannons.
I feel like I'm just gonna make the same mistakes and then like think back to when Serenade told me how to.
Okay, but you have to try to learn from them though.
Like yeah.
And you're probably gonna do the same mistakes next time, but like you continue to do them and you learn.
I know. No. Everyone is in, right? Are we starting?
No, I'm joining.
Yeah.
So.
Like the game is showing me a loading screen.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is there a VOD when you first patch though?
What password are we using to?
We're using the latest patch.
I need to delete the word between.
The password is 54321.
Okay. Is that like horse and binary?
Yes.
Like fucking in my when I 1v1 distinct, my fucking desk fell apart. So like in the middle of the thing, my entire like keyboard like fell off to the side. So
nice.
Panic.
Panic.
Luckily the war hadn't started though, so that happened out of the fucking post.
Yeah.
I'm loading graphics.
Simon here.
So what am I gonna start?
He's in the chat, but Simon. I think he's dead.
Probably.
I'm gonna do so many things horribly.
Just do the setup.
Since
right.
I'm the host,
you have a chance.
Since I'm the host, I can't.
Like you would win just by having.
I can't look at the setup of the country, so you guys are gonna have to talk during the setup until I get infiltrate that one.
All right.
Okay, I think Serbakka is. Yeah, there's a lot of observers. So.
I mean, I'm just gonna stay here in general chat and competitors.
Wait, who's streaming this?
Go.
I got a link in the EPP chat and I got a link in EU4 chat.
I'm streaming this too from my perspective. If you want to see horrible micro and errors and everything, then watch that.
If you want to see template.
If you want to see what not to do, then do.
Pash, why are you 1v1ing Ozzy? Look, let's see.
Yeah. He asked in the chat for a 1v1.
He saw how easily I beat Ozzy, so
no,
he's feeling very confident.
I just wanted to have an actual 1v1 and not a massacre.
Yeah.
Massacre. That's a new one.
It
sounds French.
Quest for Redemption, Pash Edition.
Alright, let's go, boys.
Sportsman.
Alright, observer and ready up. Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna hop down a room with Maxa.
Yeah, you both go down the channel. You guys know the setup, and I'm gonna unpause in like 3 minutes.
Okay.
Good luck.
Wait, why did Serbakka and Maxo?
Wow, he did it. He wrote in the chat.
Yeah, first time in my EU4 career.
I don't believe you.
It's true. Go down your channel.
Oof.
Oof.
Wait.
All right. Hey guys, and we're continuing. This time it's the 4th match of the day. It's Pash again after his rage quit, trying to redeem himself versus Ozzy. Both know the rules, so both don't need to be reminded. Alright, so everyone agrees Ozzy's gonna win, or... Hey, yeah. What the fuck is this? Eastern Europe is not in our channel. Fine. I guess they're they want to be solo when they're casting.
Yeah, they're a different stream.
Yeah, so evil taking advantage of my content, you know. Alright, does someone have the observe thing?
Yep.
Yeah. I'll take
observe thing.
Yeah,
take. So, looking at Ozzy's country, he has exactly what you'd expect. He's got nobles on all his provinces except his capital. He's adding edicts as we speak. On the other hand, Pash has so far no edicts, but he has given his land to estates.
Yeah.
No, Pash does have 100 authority, but no icon yet. And he is recruiting troops right now. It appears to be regulars, not mercenaries.
Not cannons. Yeah.
No, not cannons. Infantry.
Yeah. So I'm gonna talk about. I think it's like.
Pash also has only 95 influence on his nobility, so he may want to.
He has not taken the prestige yet. Yeah.
Yep. Looking at Ozzy, he has not done the icon yet either, but his nobles are at 100 influence, and he has taken 200 points from them. Unlike Pash, who appears to have only taken 150.
Yeah, already took it. Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah. Now,
it's not like the biggest deal. If you're losing 50 military points, it's like 30 manpower. I mean, it's not insignificant.
Yeah. Now, Ozzy is also training regular infantry. It appears, and not that many of them. Only 11k regular infantry, which is confusing, but okay.
Right. Well, I've unpaused, and we'll see. I think we talked to death about the setup because it's the 4th time, and everyone should know about like how
Ozzy has the focus, but not the advisors.
He fired all of them.
Same with Pash.
Yeah. You want to keep them like 1 month. You fire the other ones. You keep whatever one generates the most mana for you that month.
Well, Ozzy has now recruited a manpower advisor. Neither of them has dev'd at all, which, in my opinion, is...
No, because you dev only once you finish building the universities.
Yeah, I mean, neither of them is building universities either.
Yeah. I mean, first need to get the...
Or forts.
The forts, that's more important. But, okay, who's playing what? Pasha is playing Germany, right? He's building forts now, so...
Yeah, Pash is building forts, yes. I don't think universities are strictly necessary. If you could just dev once and enjoy the slight bonuses from being a great power, which is slightly more power projection, which of course doesn't really matter as long as you get the full power projection.
Wait, it does matter a little bit because you're above. Like if you build your universities, your opponent doesn't. You can get like 1 or 2 dev more than he does.
I mean,
and that makes you get like what 3 power projection more, so it's not insignificant.
All right, fair enough.
It's very minor, obviously, but every minor little like moral bonus you can get is very impactful. -4 prestige here. Yeah, Pash didn't take the 4 prestige. He didn't call diet. He did the rest. So I guess. Move all of these things into...
Pash now has a spy network advisor and a manpower advisor, but no admin advisor. Ozzy has just the manpower advisor, no spy network. And his diplomats are not doing anything. Whereas Pashas are building a spy network and counter-espionaging.
That's good. Yeah, people often forget that in the multiplayer wars, but it's extremely important because you get siege ability on your opponent's country, even if you can't get like the more advanced interactions. But at the start of the game, it's already impactful getting that siege ability, and then later on in the game, you always have one advisor or one diplomat just spying on another country to get the tech discounts.
Pash does have the icon of Saint Michael, although he has not bumped his Patriarch Authority back up.
Yeah.
Ozzy has the icon and has bumped up his Patriarch Authority. So yeah, there should be slightly more manpower generation for Ozzy, I think. 5,234 versus 5,000. No, Pash does have more manpower generation.
Yeah, how come? Like they both have everything edicts, everything estate, and everything, and both manpower plus. Pash should have less though because he has only 90% Patriarch Authority, doesn't he? Maybe I'm forgetting like one other. Unless Ozzy took the policy to give more manpower region.
No. But I'm saying Pashahlis is making more, even though Ozzy should be the one making more.
Yeah. Weird.
Wait, what? We only just started?
Oh, we unpaused, like it's already a year in.
Yeah, no,
okay.
I remember like it took a long time to start, and then we paused for 3 minutes for everyone to have enough time to put the edicts on and the estates on and so forth.
Okay, so
neither of them has hired any generals yet, although Ozzy is at his merc limit.
Yeah, that's good.
No, Pash is not at his merc limit.
Yeah, you definitely want to recruit the mercs first thing, because that way you're just 100% sure that you're not going to lose a random professionalism, even 0.01 to a stray merc that was not built at the same time as the others.
Did Serbakka and Nexo go to stream their
stream? They're going to stream. They're in their own stream thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oof, competitors.
Unfair competition. Taking advantage of the system and network I built up.
Well, it doesn't look like either of them are building universities. No,
no. Pash already constructed all these universities.
Pash has all the universities, you're right.
Yeah, whatever. When we make the actual tournament, we're gonna need some help casting regardless.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Ozzy does not have any universities.
It's not like I have an interest in being a caster.
Yeah, so Pash has
I mean, why Pash has developed
Ozzy has not.
Exactly. I'm a competitor.
It's like right now, Pash is better prepared than Ozzy is.
Pash better prepared? But is he recruiting his mercs?
No, I mean like university-wise and otherwise.
That's really not. He has been developing a little bit now, so that's good. He's getting more power projection thanks to that. Did he? How many cannon stacks for everyone?
Amsterdam, which is Ozzy, has 4 cannon stacks. Pash has not recruited any cannon stacks yet.
He's starting though, so can you check like on production what's?
Yep, I can.
So Pash is recruiting 4 cannon stacks.
All right,
I don't think
good.
He'll be able to use that much.
Yeah, but both have 4 cannon stacks, so it's just like when you're in this practice mode, you should definitely just go for 4 cannon stacks and try.
Well,
4 cannon stacks are also forgiving, because you often have 1 cannon stack that is available, or almost always, to reinforce, like if you need it, if you're not paying attention. In that sense, it's forgiving to have more cannon stack. Whereas if you have only the minimum amount of cannons, they need to be exact position every time.
Well, Force March does help with that, and we do have 3 Force March. So you do need at least 3 for sure, but I don't know if a 4th is necessary.
Lol. Did you see he put his capital to Liège instead of Amsterdam?
Ozzy. That's an interesting choice. Is he just looking for a level 9 Woods Fort?
In level 9 Woods Forts, I would still put it back, but if you lose the Edge, you've already lost the war, so it's fine.
Yes, and like a level 9 Woods Fort.
In some ways, you might even want to put it like in Breda or something.
Put it in Overstick.
No, yeah, Oversticks. Yeah, you like that. That's like a tier 1 fort, so probably not.
Breda or Jora if you have it like that.
The 1K man or garrisons.
Well, Gelders might be fine. It is
not irrelevant, huh? So it's not a bad idea to put a capital somewhere else.
It stops the assaults sometimes with the defense.
Sometimes, yeah. If you get like 2 more days of an assault, that's huge.
It's mostly like your opponent might not be prepared for you having extra garrison because he wasn't expecting it. So maybe he'll try to assault with 80k and oh fuck, that's not enough, you know.
Ozzy is finally building a spy network in Pash. And he has selected good rivals, so he is getting the full +9 power projection from embargoes.
Only 2 embargoes for Pash.
Yes.
3 embargoes, meanwhile, for Crane or Amsterdam. Yeah.
So yeah, very important to set the right rivals, huh?
It looks like Pash has hired generals.
Okay. Is manpower badge being produced for Ozzy?
Yeah.
Wait.
Alright, so Pashahlis has hired all his mercs, and he has 4 cannons. So yeah,
it's actually so weird that a game like this, where both sides try to be equal as possible, still comes down to general RNG sometimes.
What do you find that weird?
Well, speaking of general RNG...
This game is super RNG heavy. Like,
really can't be avoided, huh?
Speaking of general RNG, Pash does not have any 6-fire generals. His best is a 5-5.
Wow, that's pretty terrible.
He also has
is there something wrong with my Discord?
5-4 and a 4-5.
Why would there be something wrong with Discord? We hear you. Yeah, 5-5 general is pretty bad, but he can reroll 1 more time before the war.
So far, Ozzy doesn't have a 6-fire general either. Ozzy has actually a worse general with a 5-4. No, the 5-4 does have 4 siege, which Pash lacks. But
yeah, would you rather have 1 fire or 1 shock?
Exactly. Oh no, I mean 1 siege, 1 fire or 1 siege. You mean yes?
Yeah.
Because Pash's general is strictly better.
Yeah.
In shock.
Looking at the general disadvantage is very important. I think a skill people often like negate is just looking at your 4 generals, your opponent's 4 generals, and that informs you whether or not you want to take 2 battles or 3 battles or even 4 battles at the same time, and where you want to take them. That's an extremely important skill to have, especially when the sides are equal like this. As Serenade says, that the general is a determining factor on when you push, because if you can instantly notice that you have a general advantage and you know you need to push right now, and how many battles you take. But most of the time the answer being, if generals are equal, I only want to take 1 battle, if it's a defensive one. Oh, that's going on. People, are you still here?
Everybody's still here.
Is Serenade lagging? Maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he had an internet problem. He seems to have catch up though, so I'm pause. He'll come back once his Discord works. Trying to talk in Discord. Yeah, sorry being laggy. Yeah, he's not surprised. Typical Serenade lag. Actually, but might be the first time in the EU4 MP history that Serenade lags.
Alright, Ozzy has used his nobles for the manpower, so his combat potential is now just over 1.3 million.
That's good. What about Pash?
Pash has also gotten manpower. Yes, he has gotten manpower from the nobles, but his manpower potential is... Oh, sorry, his troop potential... Well, never mind, he's building troops. So that's going to change. So it looks like just under 1.3 million.
Okay, well, you can look at the production tab to tell you like how many are constructing. You should have a bit less because he only had 95% influence. So
yes,
that means both of his estate interaction were a bit less powerful. Oh shit, my spy got caught in Berlin, so I won't be able to watch that.
So
this is why Serenade is the host.
Yeah, Pash has what appears to be 1.25 million combat potential. OzzyK is just over 1.3 million.
But that's fine. Like it depends on how much manpower they both have, how they manage their manpower, how efficient they are at consolidating after every fight to not lose cannons.
Pash has both a discipline and a moral advisor prepared.
Okay, they both have nobility. Welcome back, Serenade.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Right. They both have moral and discipline advisor already. Just in case you want the moral advisor, in case your discipline advisor dies, so you can instantly buy another decent combat advisor for that like 1 month period where you can't have your discipline advisor. It's sort of min-maxing, but it's actually important and often forgotten also in the general games. It's the same idea as putting a secondary general into your main fights, just in case that leader dies, then at least you can like not 100% lose that fight, though often you will still have to retreat because like having, I don't know, 10 days of not an optimal general can lose you a fight.
Well, it's the 20th of January, so war
should be declared right now.
Berliner conquest of Ansbach. Now that's an interesting choice.
Ansbach is a good war goal. Yeah.
Ansbach is fine. I think it's a bit worse.
Oh,
Pash
but it doesn't matter.
Went to the trouble of fabricating a claim instead of infiltrating administration.
Oh, right. Okay, that is a mistake. Yeah, I mean, he has nationalism, so there's no need to do that.
Yeah. Oh well.
My friend's asking me to play StarCraft.
Pash needs to insult the rival because his power projection is at 49.
Yeah.
OzzyK is at 48. He has insulted the rival.
OzzyK has insulted the rival, actually.
Yes, but Pash has not, is what I'm saying.
So, terrible generals for OzzyK. Pretty bad for Pash too, but slightly better.
Well, Pash does have a 6-3 general now. And a 5-6.
Pash goes to siege home. That's not a good play.
Wait. It's actually a fort? Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay, so he breached it, and this is a terrible move. Yeah, okay,
this is
get punished really hard.
Super hard to attack, like because you could cut off in Ansbach, and then you can never reinforce that province.
I mean, we saw that in the 2v2, right? Like going to is not the best idea if you don't have a plan for it. Like you really need a plan for how to protect the fort in because right now he has none.
Yeah.
Maybe his plan is to assault Heidelberg, but it's not happening. Like he's gonna get.
Like even if you win Ulm, after like keeping that position, it's so hard. Now, of course, OzzyK just takes the defensive fight because he's given one.
Of course.
So Pash is gonna try and reinforce. Yeah.
Well,
they seem to have. Wait. There's 5% missing discipline for Pash.
He doesn't have advisor. He doesn't have advisor.
He needs to switch that.
Yes, Pash does have the policies, but not an advisor right now.
No, but OzzyK is not. Okay, so Pash needs to go to Mainz and Heidelberg pronto to protect his reinforcements. Oh, maybe he's gonna bait a battle on Ansbach and retreat from home, but no matter what, this is not good for him because he's already spent 50 mil points assaulting, breaching, right? And this is not a good battle for him, no matter what.
Well, he's committing, but yeah, without the discipline advisor and this being a defensive battle, there's no way ever wins that battle. Okay, he's trying to take another battle. Okay, let's see. He has a better.
Probably a poor choice because of the river crossing.
Yeah, because of the river crossing, and the general is not even better.
He reinforced the wrong one as well. Like he's not gonna reinforce.
Okay, so OzzyK goes into Ansbach as he should.
Yeah. Get caught. Yeah, this is just bad for Pash. His 40k infantry is gonna get, well, not wiped, but
at least his guy only arrived like 1 day late, so and they were instantly cancelled back round. Could you guys check what
the attacker though, so OzzyK can just reinforce at his leisure.
Yeah, but Pash retreats everything. Can you guys check his?
He's retreating to Frankfurt. Interestingly,
check his consolidations and stuff like that. Okay, Kessel though, will be out of that.
So far, Pash hasn't consolidated, but his troops are.
Nearly from like there.
Oh, okay. Frankfurt. That's.
Yeah, it's fine. You're going to retreat out. So, the first mistake we see from Pash, other than the fact that he chose a pretty bad battle.
So far, he hasn't consolidated anything.
Yeah, we don't hear you, Serenite. I think you again lagged. Except we hear you typing.
Oh no, I'm just talking very softly because I don't want to make too much noise right now.
Pashahlis. Pashahlis, what kind of co-caster is this?
No, OzzyK does have a breach in Oberpfalz, but I don't know if he wants to assault it. Because first off, his stack is not consolidated, and second, Pash's army is really close by, so if OzzyK tries to assault Oberpfalz, Pash can just punish him.
Yeah. But the thing is, if he doesn't assault, he's even more prone to be punished. Right?
How does the logistics look for...
Right, but like an assault is a waste of milk power and manpower.
But what about Ozzy? Is he? Because I've not seen any mercs recruiting.
He's not consolidated his vanguards either.
Yeah.
Well, he has. No, he's actually consolidated.
Look at this cannon stack. He already took damage on his cannon stack. He has only 36 cannons on that Oberschwald stack.
The thing that Pash needs to do now is he needs to.
But Pash has the same.
Right now. Pash has to attack. Like he's not doing anything. Like this is what we mean when it takes too long for you to regroup. Right? There's no reason to be staring at your army. You need to attack and be ready for it. So what I was saying is, in the previous battle, one problem that Pash had was that his reinforcements were not ready. Oh, Foland's got to be in danger if Pash isn't looking. Okay, he's looking. The problem with what Pash did was that he wasn't in a position to reinforce because his reinforcements are too far behind. So again, this problem where your reinforcements have to move with your vanguard. Otherwise, your reinforcements are never going to reinforce in time. And also, what's Pash waiting with this battle? Like you have to take this battle no matter what.
Yeah,
are both completely out of manpower? Okay, Pash is going, but like none of them have perfect cannons.
When Pash
has a tiny bit of manpower.
When Pash attacks with his cannons, his army is not moving. Right? When you go with Vanguard, the rest of your army all have to move.
He still doesn't have the discipline.
Some of his armies are moving, not all of it, but
so
some.
39.
And OzzyK is not committing to this fight,
which is smart.
Pash can go straight up to Thuringia, which is what he needs to do now.
All right. So okay, I like that OzzyK just retreats. He's like, okay, this fight, whatever. He could fight because he has 5% discipline advantage.
Some of Pash's armies are consolidated.
Oh, okay.
Not all, but some.
This catches, yeah.
That's
one stack.
That's
nope, Pash didn't catch them because
Pash didn't see that hustle. He could have gone for that too. In fact, he can still. I mean, there's mains. Oh, we should not just randomly push like that.
No, but this is fine.
Not the second cannon stack.
5-5 versus 4-4. Like,
well, if he can cut off,
it's not a bad battle to manage to catch a Serenade. So.
Yeah, he's
gonna catch more here.
Yeah,
that's actually spicy.
Yeah, this is actually pretty decent performance by Pash.
He didn't consolidate.
Force Mars. Oh, he goes for Ulm again. Okay,
anyway.
Are those mercs on Ulm? If he goes for the assault, that's a good assault.
The stack on mines is mostly Streltsy as some mercs.
Oh, he doesn't even try. He could have gone for that.
He has Streltsy in mines. What the fuck? Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's why. But if he realizes he has manpower, then it's fine that he just retreats.
He needs to assault his Heidelberg. Because if you assault Heidelberg, you can stand in Württemberg, right? And then you just...
No, you can easily reinforce... No, I agree, but whatever. He tries to push... I think what he wanted was to assault, but then he realized he has manpower and didn't assault, so that's
Ulm is not the correct fort to take.
Yeah, but whatever. You know. That's like less important.
Just suffering attrition.
What I wanted to say also about OzzyK, he needed to assault. Like he didn't assault, then he just stands on the siege, and then of course he loses the fight. He minimizes damage, but he did not take advantage of the one fight.
He lost 100k in the retreat, right? So it's not really minimizing damage.
Okay, yeah, but that was a misplay. That was sort of independent of the other thing.
We said that, right? If he doesn't assault now, he's never getting the fort. Like, we said that. So if you're not going to assault, you might as well step off it. There's no reason to stand on it if you're not going to assault, because you're not getting the siege. If you're not
unless, of course, your enemy can't get to it.
Needs to, Ozzy needs to reset like his troops a lot sooner. He needs to
fix his cannons pronto.
Instantly move back to the front with his cannon stacks.
Yeah.
Ash has a 6-6 general.
Like if you're looking at this front's position, right? Like if we're playing, these 2 forts will be gone already by now.
Yeah.
Ash has much better generals. Pash had a 6-6 general. Ozzy just now got a 6-fire.
Yeah.
Until now, Ozzy's best general was a 5-4. Now,
no, actually,
he just get a 6-5. But
I mean, Pash's position is just terrible. You don't want to be in Ulm.
You don't want to go to Ulm and Ansbach. That's like the worst one you can go through. Because Ansbach can always be cut off and then you're always losing the battle.
Exactly. So maybe he needs to consider assaulting because there's not enough time for you to siege any problem.
Yeah, but now it's too late. He should have assaulted a long time before. He's going to try and take that fight. He has a 6-6. So with a 6-6 he can...
+2 shock, not really.
Man,
no river crossing, but...
No river crossing, so +2 shock actually should be better than the defender's advantage.
Yeah, but the main problem...
But why is Ozzy not using purple? Purple's his best general.
6-4? No, that's
6-5.
Yeah, that's 6-5. Yeah. Purple definitely better.
Yeah, I agree.
Alright, so Ozzy took too long to re-engage. Logistics not perfect. And he didn't assault after. But still, both of them are playing better, right? Especially Pash.
Pash is improving a lot, I think.
Yeah.
Like, well, this first performance...
okay, but now he needs to reinforce. Okay, I think he has more reinforcement stack ready in Ansbach to reinforce. So that's...
Okay, so
yes,
I think
he has
Ozzy...
lots of reinforcements, but...
No, look here.
The cannons.
Doesn't have enough numbers.
Ozzy... Oh, wait, Pash had cannons.
Look at the cannons.
Yeah, I see that.
He's still missing discipline because the cannons, that's pretty problematic.
This is basically missing the 7 cannons in the backline, right? That's pretty huge.
Yeah.
So you're basically down 20% cannon damage. That's big proof. The other problem that I had, the other problem I have with Ozzy's, the problem that I have Ozzy's gameplay here is...
Oh, his cannons broke as well.
Yeah, there we go. Those cannons are gone. So he needs a second vanguard to go. He didn't realize his cannons broke.
Yeah, but he's just reinforcing a bit too slow, huh?
Well, he's just gonna send infantry to their deaths now.
Yeah, now he definitely...
I think he's saying anyone else in, because at this point he should know to retreat. Never mind.
This is why you always click your battle. Oh, that's...
Yep, goodbye 30,000 infantry.
This is why you always watch your battles.
Well, they didn't get stack wiped.
No, because
it's even worse, because now they're all gonna die. He's not gonna get refunded.
Yeah.
Here's the run now, though, yeah.
Well, he's made the right choice.
And you get a bit less...
minus 200k manpower.
Tradition. Okay, let's see if... Okay, let's... Look at Ozzy, and is he consolidating? Is he mass recruiting? How is he pushing?
Ozzy is consolidating, yes.
Okay, so one thing I want to say about this is, do you think it is correct for Ozzy to not cut off reinforcements in Ansbach? Because he knows that the defensive fight in Ulm is probably his best battle, right? So do you think he should commit to a single battle in Ulm, or do you think he should attack in Ansbach, which guarantees that he wins in Ulm, but he takes a second, slightly worse battle that he's probably going to run for?
Considering...
just win in Ulm anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't think cutting off troops in Ansbach does anything for him.
Exactly. Yeah, you only take a second battle if it helps win the overall engagement. And here, not only is it the defensive fight, not only is there 5% discipline, but there's also 8 cannons missing. Not 8 cannons, because if there's 8 cannons missing, it's worse in terms of no defensive pips being applied. Here, the defensive pips at least are being applied to your front, but... So, given those circumstances, taking Ulm is fine. But attacking Ulm, if you're the aggressor and you're like on the timer because you have stacked a lot of manpower, for example, right? And you really need to push, then attacking into Ansbach can be really good because you're just delaying winning that fight in Ulm and saying, okay, well, try again.
Yeah.
Pash really needs to consolidate his cannons now.
Yeah.
It
looked like he needed to do that sometime. Okay, I can infiltrate admin, that's good. Looks like he needed to do that a long time ago.
Yeah, so he needs
only 27 here. 22 on the other one, so his cannon stacks are completely bone, right?
So let's see. Did Pash do anything with his 4th cannon stack?
Well, he will now because he will consolidate them into, or hopefully into 1 and 2 cannon stacks.
Yeah. But why not just start with 3 cannon stacks so you don't have to take extra attrition?
Yeah, that's exactly just.
I think more likely.
Cannon stacks.
I think more likely he took cannon casualties probably in some fights, but also didn't consolidate properly in this loss.
True, but if you don't have a 4th cannon stack, those cannons could have been manpower that's reinforcing your 3 existing.
Yeah, but they probably would have been bought as infantry manpower, so they would actually not have.
Well, then that would have improved his combat power at least, which will be at least more useful than having. And also very importantly, it frees up mercs from the 4th Vanguard, right? So instead of having 80 mercs tied up in the 4th Vanguard, you have 80 mercs in the battle. But I feel like Ozzy is going to repeat his mistakes here. He rolled the dice with 14%, but it didn't work. Like, he breached this to hope that he wins, but he didn't win.
What is to engage with the not full cannon stack?
What is the war score on Ozzy?
21 for Ozzy, but Pash needs to really fix his cannons because right now he's missing a lot of cannons.
Yeah.
He doesn't realize it at all. Okay, he's gonna go with missing cannons, and he has to. Like, he's forced to go, but
imagine like how much difference that is in casualties. Like,
okay, he's gonna wait in case his opponent accidentally wins, but okay, good luck for Pash. Let's go.
Let's have a 6-6 general. Too bad. Imagine like a 6-6, and you're still gonna get wrecked.
This is an impossible battle because he has 25 cannons, right? Not consolidated. There's no way Pash stands any chance here.
And 5 discipline.
5% discipline, yes.
Whatever.
Still though, everything else is a lot better than before.
Yeah, like Pash's reinforcement timings are pretty good.
Maybe he'll still win.
Still need practice, but
roll. No, Ozzy has way too many troops. It's impossible.
No, he's not. The cannon difference. That's you're taking like 33%. It's -1 though now, and a better general. Okay, well, only one shot.
So, I mean,
it's not that bad.
Ozzy keep himself river crossing, but I don't think
it's like 33% less damage because of the cannons.
Yeah,
being lost.
You can really see it. Huh? Even during a good roll, they take equal damage, and during a bad roll and during an equal roll, Pash is taking 300 more damage per tick.
Jeez, there should all
but I think this ends up being a closer battle than it should be because of Defender Tau bonus.
And -1, yeah.
And because Pash's reinforcement timings are on point.
They're actually quite good, yeah. I say that, but he might be a bit late here.
No,
okay,
not at
perfect.
all.
That's like, but this castle fight though.
Yeah, he's gonna be taking that, especially when Oz is reinforcing.
Like
he's probably not going to get wiped there, but
now Ozzy returns the favor with a bad battle in Poland.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Pash can't hold your engine.
That's pretty bad. Like, if Pash committed his entire army into a single battle in Thuringen, he would still lose.
Yeah,
but at least it would be closer.
Ozzy outnumbers Pash by over 300,000 troops.
Yep. But that's because Pash is
alright, there's insane amount of win. Fine.
No, I'm not talking about regiments, I'm talking about troops.
Yeah, I know, but that's because Pash hasn't consolidated his mercs and recruited more mercs. The mercs never go away, so... Okay, so I like what Pash is doing here. He has a Vanguard here to stop Ozzy from assaulting, but if we're being honest here, Ozzy can assault now, and there's nothing Pash can do about it.
Yeah,
why would he assault? Or you mean on the other fort?
On Poland, not in Overfeld.
Why on Poland?
Not now, like, he could have assaulted 1 minute ago, and that would... Was it 1 minute? Sure. Yeah, about 1 minute ago.
Pash needs to remove everything. But yeah, definitely he's making the Mobius mistake of not just not regrouping the cannons.
His cannons, yep.
Always look at the cannons.
Firing his mercs, though.
Sad times for Mobius.
If the seas outbreak. Alright. So yeah, he definitely wants to take that Falkland fight. Like, with full cannons, he has a better general. And with full cannons, he always wins that fight, right?
I think he's down too many troops now. Let's check again. He's down 120. But maybe single battle with all his mercs he can win, I think.
Yeah, Pash is now down by only 150,000 troops. He can.
Yeah, but he lost too many in that stupid battle where his backline broke and he sent in a lot of infantry. Like his cannons ran and sent in a lot of infantry, and then he took other battles where he's missing cannons. Like,
you look at this, it's like like you're being given defensive fights and you can't win. Like,
I think
it feels so wrong.
Was his good his troops, so
I mean, Ozzy clearly had the better army management here, even though Ozzy also has missing cannons. Like, but at least the one that matters is 3999, right? So
I mean, it's missing a single cannon out of 40,000.
Yeah, exactly. So,
but
this no. The other stacks are missing again.
I know. But these are slightly less important than the one in Poland.
Sure.
Slightly. But what's Pash doing? 20
Pash is gonna take.
Like, surely he sees this, right? That he has 20k cannons here. How can you not react to your Vanguard being 76k? Like, doesn't this concern you? Like, your Vanguard is 76k. You know for sure you're either missing infantry or missing cannons.
Yeah, or you're missing both.
Yeah, this should be alarm bells ringing. But he doesn't notice he's missing cannons. So he takes another attack with 24k, and this will never work. Like,
he also didn't send in his best general.
Yeah, also not the 6-6.
He still hasn't gotten his. He still hasn't gotten any the discipline advisor.
I think he might try and take a second battle.
That would be terrible for him.
I know, but
he needs to.
History repeats itself.
Well, I don't think he can reach any of Ozzy's infantry stacks, but if he could, it wouldn't be the worst.
Wait, this stack is 40k cannons, and he's not using it. Do you see the stack in Brunswick? It actually has 40k cannons. Instead, he attacks with a stack of 24 cannons.
Wow.
Well.
Oh, his reinforcements were better.
I mean, Pash actually has very good reinforcements this time around. Like, the problem is 24 cannons. This army management is gonna single-handedly cost him the war.
Yeah, because he could have won all these battles. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly. He should have won. Oh, what?
Yeah, and this is like desperation kicking in. Don't do this.
I mean, even if you're desperation, you send everything to Poland, right? You don't attack your income. Like,
I guess it's -1 for you.
He does
so
have
much
the
better.
Correct cannons in that bad.
Alright, so we know Ozzy's gonna win this fight. The question
got the weak cannons taking up the space on the back line.
Right now, what Ozzy should be doing is he sees that he's winning both fights. That roofless stack with whatever mercs were available should have just gone to another force.
Oh wow, disease outbreaker 230k.
There you go.
Okay.
Boy, GG.
Well played. In fact, much better played than before, I think.
Yeah.
I played worse than before. I made a fuck up. Big fuck up.
Yeah, I think so.
Which is why I just bailed out of there.
I fucked up way more. I could have won the battle of Ulm both times. It happened.
No, the thing is, Pesh. No, you shouldn't have gone
for it. If you realize that you played wrong, then yes, you would have.
You played really well. Your main issue though was going for Ulm and Ansbach instead of East Frisia.
No. Ulm is fine, but you need to go to Heidelberg.
Like, the thing is, what are his reinforcements looking like there? If Ozzy just attacks into Ansbach as well.
Ansbach, exactly. We agree with that.
Ansbach
is fine. It's Ulm that's the problem.
Ulm is the issue.
Yeah, Ulm is the issue. Heidelberg is a fine fort if you take Ansbach as the war goal.
Yeah.
Of course, East Frisia is the optimal war goal, but
the best part of East Frisia is because there's no zone of control to like bring it back down if he just walks away.
Yeah.
The issue also was the 5% discipline, though.
Exactly.
Yeah, discipline advisor.
Well, that was part of the issue. The bigger issue was the cannons.
Yeah, the cannons. The 24,000 cannons were a huge issue.
Okay, so I see two. I first thing I forgot the discipline. I literally just forgot it and never took it. So it was always down 5% discipline.
No, you're not.
That's like that is essentially only war losing. And then I also was bad with slack with the general, so I lost manpower.
Well, you did have a 6-6, but you did some manpower.
Yeah, but 5% discipline down and not enough cannons because I was bad with generals.
I think Ozzy did a lot better military point management than you.
Yes,
and that's something he had experience with in the last 5 sessions that he played here, or 3 sessions.
I even did worse this one. So
I know.
Okay,
I know.
Okay, so Pat, remember the recommendations in my guide? I don't know if I told you this, but I probably did, but these are war losing by themselves, okay? So the first thing you want to remember is that you need to remember all your quality bonuses, and it's good to write down a list of them, like policies, advisor, religion bonuses, defender of the faith, which is not applicable here. You know, all of these things, you need to remember to turn them on. Like forgetting policies is war losing immediately. And the next thing is you want your entire army to move together. So whenever you take a battle, reinforcements from the back must already be moving to prepare to reinforce. So your reinforcement timings for this second war was actually extremely good, but it could have been slightly improved if your armies start moving from the back earlier, because you experience this problem where, oh, I need reinforcements. Where are they? They're halfway across my country. Because you didn't start moving them
it's
first.
It's a micro issue. I know that in Yakuza it's just a micro issue. I'm bad at that.
No. It's not a micro issue. It's a strategy issue.
I'm interrupt the stream because I'm gonna open up my windows because there's a storm and I want to win.
Okay. So what you
GG guys. And bye everyone.
See you tomorrow.
See ya.
Yeah, but the first battle of OM, I